more fun with it. So that my little.
Oh shit!
What is going on?
What?
What? Can everybody hear us? What's up, everybody?
When I get online, I'm feeling like something's not right. Cause the bullets curve like some people unlock that wanted perk, yeah. Aiming my shotgun and choose pure dust, man, this ain't fun. That's how I know it's time to go. Dude's dodging shots like he's Neo. Whoa. Girl, look at my forearm. Girl, look at my forearm.
What's up, everybody? It is Laggin Out Live. And I'm your friendly neighborhood, non-gluten-free, non-keto, fat Spider-Man. So check it out. Here I am. Ghetto Spider-Man at his finest. And we have with us, and I can't even describe her amazing costume. But you've seen her in such films like Inside Out and Trolls. She's the lady with a mohawk. Please welcome Oni.
Yay! Oh, well, we started off with one.
And someone pushed out and put his mask away.
Well, I took it off for a reason.
Apparently,
I'm fucking
he doesn't
hungry.
have beard trimmers, but our own local caveman. But he's our own local caveman. Please welcome Hero.
Clap, clap, clap.
There we go.
And he is the only host that runs at 60 frames per second. Please welcome Soda.
Yay. You got the pep costume on this week.
And yes, Moabidi, you stopped streaming for this. If you actually paid attention in the staff chat, you would know that every Friday night is Laggin Out Live, brought to you by... I was going to say gamer gloves, but it's not really even gamer gloves, right? Not anymore. You guys don't even know
Rogue
what it
Energy.
is. Rogue Energy, brought to you by Rogue Energy. Yes. And I can't see shit through these.
Yeah, neither can I. I gotta take this off.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Uh,
Sounds like
but
a you
anyways,
problem.
Well,
so
it is.
welcome. It's
Because I'm
another
stuffing my
Friday night.
face.
What's that?
I said it is a me problem because I'm stuffing my face.
It's a me problem. Ugh. I'm like one of those idiots that wear masks inside their cars.
Brought to you by Gamergate. I love it.
Brought to you by Pizzagate. Wait a minute. You don't want to be sponsored by that. Oh, what's that? That looks delicious as hell.
It's an Italian sub.
It's Italian sub. I'll give you an Italian sub.
From
Whoa,
Domino's.
dude.
Yeah, chill out on that. Just kidding.
So we
It's
got
not
like
as
a
funny
bunch
if you
of
do.
subjects today. So I'm gonna see how long I last in this I'm sorry sweatshirt that my brother gave me.
30-second assassin.
But yeah, brought to you by Vinny's future employer, but it has to be within 15 minutes of his driving area.
Ha! Good luck about that one.
I'm Italian. I'll Italian your sub. Oh, Active Nova says, "Oh God."
We got issues
Active
already.
Nova, welcome, Active Nova. Welcome to the Laggin Out Live. You
Welcome
honestly
back.
thought today was Saturday, Moabidi? Yeah.
See, I see his plan now. I'm seeing through his plan now. What he does is he only does things on Saturdays when we're all busy.
Exactly. I commute an hour to work every day, and I use my electric bicycle. That's what Vinny does. And he has this little witch's hat in here. Dun, 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 dun.
Electric bicycle. Oh, you mean the vacuum cleaner?
Yes. Uh-oh, someone got a text message.
Wasn't me.
Apparently.
Nobody loves me.
Oh, yeah. As you guys see in the Streamlabs little warnings there, we have a headdress update, or should I say
A headdress update.
So apparently you guys are a bunch of smartasses, and just before we end our streams, you guys like to drop your lag coins. So, to avoid that happening, because no one ever gives us biddies, so I figured I'm gonna make this a bit thing. So it's gonna be 100. It's gonna be 100 bits for me to wear the headdress, and there's only a limit of 8 times per stream that I do it. So I put it there so that way it makes it harder for you guys to make me put on the headdress. But,
Oh, so you put it behind a paywall.
yeah. Paywall. Ooh, great segue right there. Great segue. Also,
paywall.
we have a new thing for the lag coins. It's called Mute a Mouth, where you can mute one of the hosts, everyone except Oni, for 10 minutes. And I think that's like 1,000 lag coins. So you can do
Hang
that.
on.
What's that?
I'm the only one who can't be muted.
You're the only one who cannot be muted. That is correct.
Don't know if I should be insulted by this because of lack of equality, or if I should just go completely power hungry and wreak havoc on everything.
This
Two
is to
opposing-
avoid. This was designed for me and Hero because we have a really bad tendency of walking on you. So this is a punishment for us for talking over you and being fucking rude.
This
So,
is by design.
This is by design.
As Hannibal would say.
This is not because we're trying to check a box or anything. So
Oh, I
it's
know.
So it's
I
so
know.
you
I'm
can-
just changed.
Oh, while we're so the headdress is behind a paywall. But briefly before we get started, can you please talk about your costume, Oni? Because not a lot of people might know what that is.
Okay, so it is Star Wars inspired. So I play some Star Wars Dungeons and Dragons campaigns, and I've got a couple of characters. This is one of them. The species is canon. You see the species. There's a gentleman in the cantina. He is smoking a hookah. He has a large nose, and he's got curly dark hair. He originally was looking for someone who was very strong in the Force and thought, oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi seems like a great idea. And then he realized Obi-Wan Kenobi is not just some old man, and then realized, oh, this is not a good idea. So then he started targeting Han Solo. That gentleman was a bounty hunter named Jericho. Jericho was an Anzat. Anzats are basically the Star Wars equivalent of vampires. They eat Force energy from living creatures. And they don't give off vital signs, so they don't have a heartbeat, don't have body heat. They don't reach adulthood till 100 years old. Jericho was 1,000 at the time you see him in the cantina.
I'll slap the
So-
shit out of you.
What the fuck?
That's a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, and then also the 2 known Anzati that were Jedi didn't go very well, and that was within 10 years of each other. Like, one of them was in prison for like 1,000 years, broke out, then he got killed. Second one started a different group. He died while he got killed. So there probably won't be any Anzati Jedi anymore because those 2 fucked it up. The end. So I am my personal character who is an Anzat telepath,
Oh, okay.
inspired by Star Wars.
Pretty sweet.
Awesome. Okay. Next question. Thank you, Blacklight Oni.
Yeah.
All right. Who the fuck are
What?
you?
Me?
Yes, Soda.
Oh, I am a walking meme.
Okay.
I've got the Thug Life glasses on. I've got my Matrix style jacket, so I can be any meme there. And then the cloud is it can't rain all the time from the crow. There we go.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I have one other question for you. Are you sitting on a stool?
I keep having to move myself because this damn thing. Each shot has a different. Let's see. Let's get this more in frame here. Let's try that. There, that's better. Sorry, each shot has me in a little different. I'm trying to keep it on the same screen, but
Oh, really?
yeah, I dyed my hair. I dyed my mustache. I mean, I spent a lot of time today, you know, getting
Just do
pretty
that.
for
Oh,
everybody.
that's the
so.
wrong one.
And we appreciate it.
Yes.
Power. Which way do I need to go now?
All right.
So yeah, I spent a lot of time on my stuff.
I see that. You
I
put a
mean,
lot
I
of
was
work
gonna
in
be
it.
Donald Trump, but that was a little unoriginal. So
All good.
I was gonna come as a loser and wear a Houston Astros jersey.
whoa, dude. Whoa.
Yep. Fucking sports shit again.
Fighting words.
I thought he
Okay,
was gonna
thank you
take
so
a
much,
loser.
Soda.
I'm meme today. You called me meme. I'm associating as a meme.
And Hero, forgetting what holiday it was, grabbed the first thing right to his right and put it on his face. So
Oh, okay. Going as an anime character, god damn it.
okay, great. So I don't know what that is. So
Well, that's because you don't know what anime is,
that's
you
right.
uncultured
Because, yeah,
fuck.
exactly. Because I'm from America.
America. America, fuck yeah.
So which anime are you, sir?
From Bleach.
Some
The
Bleach?
character is Ichigo, and the mask
Ichigo?
is his hollow form, is what they call it. So I
Okay.
put on the rest of it, but it's hot in my house today. Thank you, Florida.
Just so you know, like that is not racially appropriate to have the name Hero and also dress up like an anime character. So the police are gonna come after you and they'll be knocking on your door shortly.
No,
Yeah,
they won't.
probably.
But you have that samurai sword behind.
Oh, yeah,
There's some
that's right.
Kill Bill shit going on over there.
That's my prop for the costume. That sword is as tall as I am.
Is that shit real?
It's not full tang, but it is real.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Kids
Good
are gonna
thing
run.
you live so far away.
It's literally it is literally 6 feet long, from hilt to tip.
So she said.
Whoa.
I mean, she did say it, so I mean, at least she's got the joke right.
Hey, you must be a parking ticket, because you got fine written all over you.
You got fine.
That's right. That's right. Parking tickets coming for me
Okay. Oh, this
because
is
I am not culturally correct.
I'm gonna call the wambulance on you.
Someone call an ambulance! But not for me! I love that clip. It brings me so much joy.
Anyway, what are we giving out for treats?
Oh, we're gonna talk about well, I think Oni was mentioning it, Destiny 2, which is something I was gonna download this week. Something happened there. What happened there, Oni?
They decided to put stuff behind a paywall. So it's not just, oh, hey, just download it, whatever. No, you gotta pay for it. So, I mean, part of me goes, well, you gotta pay for most DLCs. But here's the thing. Destiny, or the team behind Destiny, has already said they're not coming out with any more Destiny games right now. They're going to focus on Destiny 2 and just kind of, work from there.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
So, which is fine. Okay, I completely understand and I totally respect saying, look, we've got something solid here. Let's try to make this work for as long as we can. There's no point in moving on to the next story when there's so much story here we can expand on before we get to the next one.
I mean, look at World of Warcraft doing what they do for 20 years.
But
the Cosby Room.
World of
But-
Warcraft. I like World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, you do pay for each of those DLCs.
Oh yeah,
WoW
yes
is
you
down.
do.
I saw
But-
yesterday WoW is down to 2 million subs. That's it.
What?
Also, they are also only released once every 2 years.
Oh
Destiny
man, it felt
2
like every year at one point.
Destiny is just whenever they'll have special events going on, raids, bosses, things like that, some story related things, or just side character stuff. So when
They've
you
been
say
doing that for years.
when you say you're going to put an expansion or a DLC behind a paywall after previous times not having done that, or you had already released several of them all at once, you're going to irk a lot of players.
Well, I find that a little strange and forgive me for becoming the devil's advocate, if you will, but every one of the DLCs for the first Destiny was behind like a $10 or a $15 paywall. You had to buy it. And then in Destiny 2, when I got that, I picked up the season pass explicitly because I knew there was going to be paid for DLC. I also haven't played Destiny 2 for freaking ever. It's been 5 years.
The last
It
time you
feels
played
like
was with me.
You know what? Yeah, the last time I did play was when I was test running Google Stadia.
Oh my
That was the
God.
last time I played.
Yeah.
I've played it like twice, and it's just not my thing. It really isn't. You know, and that's not me trying to knock the game. It's just
No, it's
not.
just not your type of game. That's all.
It's
I
not my
loved
type.
Destiny when it first came out. It's great.
When paywalls become a thing, it starts becoming very touchy. Like Hiro was saying, it's just one of those things that when you don't have it and you suddenly start putting it in there, there was that expectation that you would never put it in there. Kind of like with Doom saying we're not going to do paid for DLCs, and they did do paid for DLCs at least. Whereas with this, it was that they weren't paying for expansions or anything. It was just, hey, look, we really appreciate you guys. You can pay for certain things in terms of, I'm going to pay to have this as an option when I'm upgrading everything, instead of you have to pay in order to play the new expansion coming out, which is a major character boss. This is a boss that is pivotal to the story. So it's not like you can just go, it's a side quest, I don't really need it. This is kind of the big overarching story.
Mo Beatty here brings up a couple of points. He says, WoW is a monthly payment and Destiny is not. Well, WoW is not just a monthly payment, but every time you get a new expansion, it's a full $60 goddamn game.
Usually
Pardon my friend.
$39.99. Yeah.
Well, it
WoW
was
is like marriage.
yeah. And then he goes, they need a paywall, otherwise they're not making any money. I will counter that with a point of they have a cash shop. They have the game item paid for whatever. And yes, it's dressings, it's skins, it's weapon skins and all that, but it's still a real life money shot.
It's a money shot for 4 skins.
Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna re-download it, I think, because it's either that or Call of Duty Vanguard.
Or you could just save your money and download something else.
No, because I like playing that. I like playing Destiny because it's fun for me, and there's like a bunch of streamers that like want to play with us, so it gives me initiative to start playing again. Because
True.
I hate playing that stuff by myself. It's more about like hanging out with your friends. It's like 50% hanging out with your friends and 50% like playing the game, in my opinion.
That's true.
So,
yeah, your audio is low, Chief.
Oh. Hold on.
It might just be because you're wearing a mask.
Yeah, that and
Oh, that's better.
Is that better?
Much.
Yeah. My gate's up really high, so it's like right there. Okay, hopefully that's better. Oh man,
yeah, I'd play with you.
Right, fucking on me. Hold on.
Dude.
Giggity.
I'd play those games with you, but if you're streaming, you'd have to have like a beep button. You know.
A what button?
You know, a beep button.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So every time I dropped a F-bomb or something, you'd have to hit the mute button.
Dude, I say fuck, shit, everything. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. This is an 18 plus stream. So if there's little kids here, they should be in fucking bed. So
No,
it's Friday night.
Just be in bed, not the fucking bed. Wrong bed.
Ooh. She got you. Shots fired.
Dang.
I wasn't even listening. What'd she say? I was reading the. We're almost at our goal. our sub goal. I'm just reading the top there. I might have to change it. I'm going to change it to something that Oni doesn't want it to be changed to.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to put
Don't die.
laptop for Oni up there as a goal in November.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh.
That way, she's starting a new career. She's starting new life. She never got a graduation gift. So I think...
Yes, I did.
Oh, just pretend
From
you didn't
us?
for the stream, please. You didn't get anything from us because we're poor. But
No, I didn't get anything from you because I never asked for it, and because it's just something you do. I don't need gifts.
no, you don't need this, but we want to do this for you. So
Exactly. Yes.
we love you to death, and you're just starting in a career, and you need a computer. So I'm sure other people would understand that as well. So I'm gonna chip in money with it as
Me
well.
too.
So
Yeah.
you're getting a laptop whether you like it or not. So tough shit.
Yep. I agree.
You're people don't know what she does behind the scenes, but these guys do a lot behind the scenes for us, and this stream doesn't happen by itself. It happens because of Hero and Soda and Oni. They do a lot of hard work, and they should be commended for it.
Oh yeah. Soda's that impeccable AI. He makes all the
look
operating
pretty.
systems in our computers go.
And
That's
when
exactly
Moabidi
right.
comes back, you're coming on the live, buddy. So like it's been a minute. I think the last time you were on a podcast was like 5 years ago. I think you're due.
Yeah, it was with the latest Star Wars movie, and he was in either the X-Wing, because I think
It was
someone
the
was in
Millennium Falcon. I remember that.
Yeah, I thought someone else was in the
Oh, you
X-Wing.
normally work? Okay. But we do recordings on Sundays, so
By the way, Tri-Bar Awards are coming up.
that's right. And we'll be talking about that really soon. We have a new poll up, Oni. We have
Yeah.
a new poll up for best game developer. And if you guys don't know what the best game developer is, you should go to our YouTube channel and check it out. Or you might be able to see it later on Chieftain's Campers Corner.
Ba-ba.
Remember, we don't get paid to do this. We just do this because we can.
Yeah, we do it for fun.
Oh shit.
Batman is here.
You what the hell screen? I can't even pronounce
First
that, bro.
time chat from a viewer.
Hell yeah.
Long quick
Oh,
has arrived.
Batman.
That's Batman. What's up, man? He does the perfect Batman voice, and he has
Yep.
connections to Batman. So we're gonna actually
Batman or Batgirl?
we might have Batman.
No,
we
Batman. Sure.
We might have Batman next week, and we might be interviewing him. So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
So welcome to the Legion.
What's up, bro?
So good to see you. Good to see you. So Destiny 2, I'm buying it. How much is that ad wall? What's this gonna set me back?
$200.
I actually don't know. Give me a second,
I was gonna say I can look that up real quick.
I could do.
please, because I am.
I can
Yeah,
do the
I
thinking music.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay, let's-
What system are you looking for, fool?
Steam or PC.
I'm willing to bet $20.
All right, we have a $20. Is it $20?
Well, let me find out for you real quick. I'm looking now. Let's see.
Probably
Destiny
have to
2
go
is free to play currently. Destiny 2 The Witch Queen.
Uh-oh.
Witch Queen.
I will buy.
Oh,
what's
you've
the-
got a choice. You've got a choice. You've got a premium choice, Chieftain. I
Uh-oh.
give to you Standard Witch Queen, $39.99.
What?
Okay, not bad.
The Deluxe Edition of The Witch Queen, $79.99.
Okay.
And drum roll for the Deluxe 30th Anniversary Edition.
Light drum roll, wait.
Oh, he's got $99.99.
Good lord, that's a lot of money. How
Why?
about I give you a kiss on the cheek?
And we also have another expansion on the list here, Beyond Light,
Wow.
$23.99.
That's not included with the pack.
No, well, I'm sure they've got a pack, but they've got a $23.99 They've got a Beyond Light Plus Season 1 for $29.99 and Beyond Light Deluxe Edition of $46.89.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. Ugh.
This is what?
$99.99. Oh,
No.
So
I
if
get
you
the
if you
separate
go
music.
with Destiny 2 and all of the DLC that is currently out, it is $178.93.
Sweet Jesus, this inflation. I heard 69s aren't 69s anymore. They're now 96 due to inflation. Apparently, like, Destiny 2 is the same thing. Wow. I better
Crazy.
get a
Then
lot
there
of tips.
is
I better get a lot of fucking tips for playing then. Jeez.
I know. Then you've got the Legendary Edition, which is Destiny 2 with Beyond Light Season 1,
It's $200 plus a kidney, right?
$149.99.
Forsaken, and Shadowkeep for $39.99.
So
In
all
your
that.
soul.
So it's all like it's gonna cost you $200 to play.
Well, no, you get all that if you get the if you add all the DLC straight to your cart for $178.93.
Oh,
Oh.
you get like a discount for the.
So basically $200.
Holy hell.
The Legendary has all the DLC.
No, I would.
I'm kind of pissed because like
Legendary only has 3 of the DLCs. So that's kind of dumb.
except the new one. All right, I'm gonna have to figure this out. So I'm gonna have to see if I got to sell both my kidneys or just one for this game. So.
Oh,
Have you
shit.
tried
If you're
one?
selling a kidney, you could probably. No. Let's not make that joke.
No. Okay. So now that you like depressed me about that shit, that was rough.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I don't want to do the rest of the show now. I'm depressed.
That's-
Well, let's wrap it up with the song now.
I'm just kidding. Uh-oh.
Gonna kill
COVID.
me with all this laughter.
Well, I'm wearing a mask. He's coughing. He's got the vid. He's got the Rona. He doesn't have the Rona.
Let me run virus
No,
protection.
no.
Hold on.
Hold on, is it McAfee?
Or is it?
No.
Oh my god.
Because if it was McAfee, oh man, don't mess with
Yeah,
Scarface,
nah.
bro.
Wait, they left Activision. Yes, they did.
Yes, actually, Bungie did. Was it Bungie? Yeah, Bungie.
Yeah.
They left
Yeah.
Activision.
They got smart.
Yeah, they got smart.
They left before the Cosby Room took effect.
Oh God.
Oh my god. Okay, so more in gaming news, or
More in gaming news.
Thanks, Moabib.
I hear for your PC commit suicide. It does.
Excuse me.
Don't die.
So, is it true that the guy from Blizzard took another pay cut? What's going on with that?
That's about all I heard.
I think he's trying to make some more peace. Like it's gonna make a difference at this point.
Yeah.
You mean instead of just quitting?
Yeah.
Or, getting charged with, for crimes.
Right.
What's the whole deal there? I don't know anything about that story.
So,
This is the continuation of the saga where the entire state of California, bear with us for a second,
dude,
God,
they're
is
living shit out of Blizzard and Activision.
I heard he's making a minimum wage for his company now.
Well, that's not saying much. Minimum wage in California is like $100K a year.
I know.
Right.
And if you cross the border, you get $450,000 if you're displaced.
He went from 25 million down to 24 million a year.
Is Chinese overlords the man that he says that he stays in power so that you can use him as a puppet?
Probably true.
Plus, he already has billions. His demand. Okay.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
correct. I wish you could edit your text because it's really hard to read it. So
Well, this is where we start taking shots at some of our viewers. Hey, Vinny, learn how
it's
to
not-
English.
no, no, it's like if you see me chatting in like Bandits or Jamie's or Nikki's chats, it's like I'm probably typing with just my thumbs and not looking at the screen as I'm typing because it's not even coherent.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes, keyboards and on-screen keyboards and stuff, they don't cooperate. Us guys, we have fat-ass thumbs, and we type like dyslexic children.
Type with your dick? What? No, just kidding.
Huh?
He said he's using voice to text. Oh, and congratulations, Vinny just got married.
Yeah.
Hey!
Sorry to hear that, but congrats.
Oh, man. Now
He's only jealous because he wanted to do it first.
She's got to put up with your shit the rest of her life, or when you get rich, or halfway through. Congratulations.
That's what the #1 cause of divorce is.
Money.
Marriage.
Just be careful if she starts asking about some life insurance policies.
Ooh.
She's
That's a
already
sign.
killed him. She killed him in his last video. She ripped his head off.
Mortal Kombat style?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Is that the one with the chain and everything?
Yeah.
Oh,
ripped his head off,
The
pinned it
one
up.
that I made the same comments you did, and he didn't listen. Is that the one you're talking about? The one he doesn't listen to two professionals that have a combined experience about 50 years in the industry, didn't listen and did his own thing? Is that the same guy?
Same guy.
I'm just trying to be clear. If that's the same Vinny, right?
Always the same Vinny.
Okay, that's the same Vinny. The same one that doesn't listen to us. Okay, I got you.
So what I'm hearing is the two red flags are: one, if she starts talking about insurance policies, and two, if she starts talking about how she just can't control herself when she is enraged, a la AH and JD.
Oh, we got the professionals, eh?
Oh Lord. Don't start, Vinny. Don't start. I've got a very, very big band hammer.
Totally not compensating for anything.
No,
at all.
Just like the samurai sword's not.
As I say,
compensating
he's
for
got a
anything.
10-foot sword back there. I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, plus, I got another set of swords right here.
Oh my god. Okay,
Got
so
a couple
moving
over
on.
here.
You guys
Moving
want to
on.
talk? Do you guys really want to talk about this? You guys really want to talk about this next subject?
I really want to make sure you actually talk into your microphone so we can hear you.
Ooh, shots fired.
I'm like, it's right on me. It's like an inch away from my mouth. I don't know why you can't hear me.
So open your mouth.
And enunciate.
But,
I hear you fine. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, if you have something more than like earbuds for a phone, I guess you can hear me fine. But anyways,
Like a new laptop, right?
yeah,
Interesting. I'm not using that because I would like to save money and not use the internet when I have unlimited talk, text, and data. I have used 2 months in a row 60 gigabytes of data. I basically live on the internet, okay? I don't do anything else.
Yeah, but see, you can still use your phone as a hotspot to hook up to your brand new laptop.
I mean, yes, but I only have 10 gigabytes of data for that, and I try to save that.
Oh, you've
All
got
right.
one of those plans.
Yeah.
They segregate between hotspotting and just data you pull on your phone.
I mean,
All right,
let's be
well,
honest,
we'll
what
have to get.
almost always on my phone anyways.
We'll just have to find a neighbor and kind of borrow.
No, I can just save up for when I get a nicer place, have my pets back with me, and get internet and soup up my place and basically be the ultimate recluse
Uh-oh.
with a game room and a craft room.
Game room.
Crack? You say crack room?
Craft.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
Look. She's it's a prop. It's not real, okay?
All I heard was crack room. Man, there's something wrong with me. Sorry, Oni.
What's
I didn't
wrong
mean
with
that.
you? I think you do have a virus, Mr. AI.
Let me run system check. Hold on.
Vinny wants to know if you want to be the ultimate moose.
It's not in Canada.
I don't understand the question.
You said recluse, and he thought you said moose.
Oh, I think he's using his text to chat.
I mean, I don't want to be the ultimate. I just want to be able to get away from people.
I'm gonna hide away from people and hide in my basement.
I mean, look, I've been in this state for about almost a month now. These are the worst drivers I've ever seen.
Wow.
Come to Houston.
I was gonna say come to Florida, but
yeah, Florida's bad.
I've been to Florida. Really, not much to see, honestly. Been to Georgia, been to South Carolina, been to North Carolina. I did drive through Chicago, or around as much as I could, around literally skipping Chicago. Those are pretty bad too.
no, Vinny, that's just your internet.
Atlanta, Georgia was pretty bad, but this state has the worst drivers I've ever seen. They drive consistently through bicycle lanes.
Whoa.
Those are just optional. You can drive through those. But anyway, go ahead.
Even though there are lots of colleges around here, it's like,
they're like 10 points.
I've seen a lot of vehicles without license plates. Like, not even a tag in the window, just no plate.
Well, isn't the overall population up there fairly low? Like 10 million or something?
I'm not really sure. All I know is my insurance rates went down, so it wouldn't surprise me. But at the same time, just because your population isn't as high as some other states doesn't mean you get to, ignore laws. Just putting that out there. So yeah, it's been exciting. It's been great. I love my work, actually. I actually brought some of it home with me so I could try to work on it over the weekend. Try to get it done so that it's not sitting at our desk when we come in on Monday. We've been trying to play catch up in some ways. The supply chains being disrupted for one reason or another is affecting my line of work. It's not life or death, okay? I'm not saying that. It's just, when we can't get the material for one reason or another because they can't make it or they can't ship it, it basically stops us from helping our customers because we can't get them the thing because we don't have the material to make the thing. So that's been difficult. Speaking of shipping and supply,
Trying to think, but nothing happens.
No one.
Okay. Sorry. I was waiting for Chieftain to pick that one up.
No, I didn't. I wasn't gonna say anything.
It's okay. He left it at the port, just like the rest of the shipping containers in California.
Nice segue. Good segue. Good job to stay on subject, even though we were trying to get to the Baldwin situation that Hero is going to talk about.
Trying to drive right through it.
Thank you for the host, soda.
Mm-hmm.
That so that topic, the supply chain issue, is affecting everything across the United States. Long story short, I picked up on some of the major issues of what's causing our national crisis that's suddenly cropped up over the last 2-3 months, but really caught no attention in mainstream media. The comic book industry started to delay a lot of their most recent issues, and they started saying that there was a paper shortage. And then they started saying, oh, it's a paper shortage because of the supply chain issues. Well, so we've got a number of issues here that kind of combine to create this huge ball of fuck in our supply chain industry. And that's people are afraid to go back to work because of all the mass fear spread by the world health crisis. People don't want to go back to work because they're making more money sitting on their asses. than what they were making at
Comments
their
from the
job.
host are not necessarily those of Lagging Out or its advertisers. Viewer discretion is advised.
The other issue is a shortage of trucks in the trucking industry making it to the ports in specifically California.
What the truck are you talking about?
California.
Good God, Oni.
Oops.
Whoa.
That was awesome.
Oni, up in smoke.
Oni.
So I've spoken to.
All right, change the
A few
subject.
people.
We're down to 3 people. We had 7. You went to the supply train. We dropped 4 people.
I still see 5, thank you.
Oh, okay. I see 3. Okay.
But the long story short is the trucking industry is having issues passing through California now due to new laws that's preventing semi trucks and delivery trucks from driving on their highways faster than 55 miles an hour. Many of those people are refusing to even do pickups and deliveries to and from California just because of that.
Bullshit, in other words.
Yeah. There is that.
So I have a question. What's that got to do with the Alec Baldwin situation that we were trying to talk about?
Was that what we were trying to segue to? Because Oni was talking about supply chain.
Oh, Oni,
Comics.
are we still talking about supply chain? Or is my
She was
ADD
getting
to me?
I don't know. She was getting high over there. So.
No, I was not. It's a prop, and it's dry ice. I'm trying to get rid of this dry ice.
Oh yeah.
It's dry ice, guys. It's not
We're
any type of foreign
cosplaying.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm cosplaying.
Yeah, it's
Role-playing.
literally just dry ice. Okay. Also, please don't breathe it in. Don't. It releases CO2. You breathe out CO2. Don't do that. Also,
I like to
don't
pretend I'm
touch dry
smoking.
ice. Safety first. Do not just go into dry ice thinking it's all fun and games. It is nothing like regular ice. Okay, so always research before you go and mess around with it. Anyways, I
Can
was
put it in
implying
my-
this
Go ahead.
because I was literally talking about shipping, transporting, trucking. Yes, I was trying to get to the whole shipping and supply with the paper issue that
Okay, go
Japan
ahead.
was having, that now America is having. Except at least Japan was honest enough to admit it the first time. And also, they tend to print a lot more comic books than we do. This
Facts
thing
on
with our
facts.
That toilet paper is the best.
Gives me a rash.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back in character since I'm done eating.
I'll text you a picture. I'm a meme chaos.
Oh Lord. All right, so
Well, let's do a chaos thinks I am. What do you think I am?
don't be shy, sir.
What am I, Mr. Chaos?
You look like an oppressor.
Oppressor.
Help! I'm being repressed. Maybe that one
Go
doesn't
march
work.
and burn shit.
I own a van down by the river.
Oh my god.
Down by the river. Oh wait, no, I'm not in the army anymore. Sorry.
Okay.
So we were about to talk about Alec Baldwin because Chief said so.
No, I didn't know that we were actually gonna go on supply chain. We can continue with that. That's fine with me. Whatever you guys want to do.
I'll be honest though, I didn't really have that much to say about supply chain. So beyond the little bit of conversation that I offered, that's all I had to say. Unless anybody else has input.
I just wonder in the comic world why don't they do like digital cards and make them digital, but make them well, you still got to pay for it. You can still have, where you can get the limited edition cover. You just got to pay a little bit extra, and then they only make X amount like they do in real life. But they're all you can read them on your computer. That's why I wonder why they haven't come up with that yet.
Well, that if I were to give you an answer on that one, it's really personal preference based. But the way I see it is the majority of people that consume comics are collectors. They're old school. They're, and
Well,
at this
same with
point in time,
baseball cards.
they'd be my age and your age, probably more your age than my age. But these collectors want physical copies.
I mean, I don't like digital cards, but I mean, there
I
is a
mean,
market out there. It is
I didn't even
working.
know there was a card market that existed digitally.
Yeah, Banana has a whole thing. You go and you buy them, and you can sell them on their website. Yeah, it's all digital.
The
There's
hell's
some
the point of
apps.
that shit?
I don't know, man. Don't. I just was bringing it up. I was just saying it. There is a market, and there's some pretty high end cards, but you never actually. I think if you're the first person to buy it, you get a physical copy. After that, nothing. So
Yeah, I just don't. To me, that doesn't appeal to me as a valid product. It's to me that has less value than cryptocurrency.
well, it kind of is. That's what the NFT kind of thing, but.
Well, once that in particular started taking off, I can understand that. So that's actually a fair point. I didn't think about the NFT aspect of it, and I was the one that was looking into NFTs.
I mean, that's a lot of video games are going that way now, and
I
cards,
absolutely fucking hate that concept.
Pokemon, Digimon, you name it. They all have digital apps where you can buy digital versions of the cards. Some of them don't allow you to sell them like others do. But
I think the first time I was exposed to that was Badger had a video game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories for the Game Boy Color.
Ah, yes.
And what you could do is, for cards released up until the point that video game came out, there was a very good chance, not guaranteed, but very good, where you could basically take the physical card. There was a numerical code at the bottom of the card, and if you input that in the game, it would transfer the card over into your video game. So let's say you wanted Great Wall, but you didn't have it in the game. If you went to the menu to put in cards or codes, such as if you wanted to, instead of fighting Yami Yugi as your final boss, you wanted Shadi, or you wanted Marik, you could do that. Or you could put in that code and get your cards. So you could essentially have a digital library of your real world cards up until that game was released. So I do remember that growing up, but it was not nearly to the extent of what it is now. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Has changed so much, I cannot even begin to describe.
That was something the Game Boy Advance and the 3DS had a couple of games that had those weird digital input cards that came with certain games that had the digital input aspect of them, where you could take the cards that you got with those games and input the code in, or take a snapshot with the Game Boy camera of them, and it would duplicate that card into the game. It was really super gimmicky because it only existed for a handful of games, and then they stopped producing that altogether.
What? Every pack of Pokemon cards comes with a digital code. You can get a card online now with. So
that is, well, obviously just goes to show how much I've paid attention to the trading card industry recently.
Yeah.
Every pack.
I have the Sports Illustrated for Kids 1 through 12 original printouts that came with the magazine. I have 9 of the 12 originals. Is that worth anything?
At this point, that's very possible.
One of them it's like Howie Long, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Wayne Gretzky, like all these like.
You'd have to send them to get graded.
Yeah,
they're perforated, and I separate. It's not in a sheet. I just actually put them in sliders.
You could actually send that whole slider to Beckett now. They'll do the whole thing.
They'll grade it, and depending on what the value is of the grading, they'll probably charge you accordingly.
You don't send anything off to any grader right now because the prices are stupider than you could even imagine. So
In my opinion, the entire
Remember
grading.
a month and a half ago?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about that about a month and a half ago. Me personally, I think that any grading, professional grading that's done, whether it be retro games, comics, card stock, what have you, it's a racket. Just in
it is,
my opinion, and I'll disclaim that with this is my opinion.
there's some
It is
shady
a
shit
racket.
going on. Yeah, there's some shady. We've talked about that last time. Yes, there's very shady shit going on. It's kind of like you send a card in once to get an 8, you break it out of the case, send it back, you get a 9, crack it again, send it back, and you get a 10. So who the hell is looking at? Yeah, exactly. Of course, 10s are worth, probably 10 times more than a 9. So it's all about money.
Don't mind me, I'm just playing with some dry ice because I have nothing else better to do in my life, I guess. This is my life.
Staying on subject might be a good idea for everybody. Just saying.
I mean, it's all related to what we're talking about.
It is.
So
It is. I'm just giving you the business. I
Of
have
course you
plenty
are.
of hydrated stuff, Joe. If someone hits their lag coins, I have 2 waters here.
I have enough coins to mute him for the rest of spring if somebody wants to give a good donation.
we might.
I still have to. They can't do it in my segment. That's the only time they can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're not in your segment.
I am
Well,
online for a while. It seems due to my laggy internet. Okay.
Sir Chaos likes to use the joke in our name.
Yeah. Not even.
And I appreciate it.
contained the legendary hero beard.
No.
We're gonna change the title to the stream called it 3 Beards and a Mohawk.
I'm not surprised that Chaos picked that one out.
I think it looks like one of those mask kind of things.
The bearded mask.
Yeah.
He looks like a cooler version of Jason Voorhees.
I do like the mask. It's very cool.
I like the paint job on it. It looks nice.
Looks like
I
he
thought
could
it
be
was pretty good quality too.
a Lucha
Even though
Libre.
it is anime.
That's
Could
right.
go Lucha Libre. I like
You
teeth
uncultured
too.
bastard.
I think if the teeth were black, that would be. I know it's his his character, but
That's racist.
oh, sorry, shit. Sorry, don't blow up my Twitter. Please, for God, don't blow up my Twitter.
Don't blow up my Twitter with your green hair and your fake ass victimhood.
So,
If
Mr. Spider-Man, what is our next topic? I don't really have anything
Well, we
else.
can go
that
to a
could
couple
talk
of
about.
them if you guys want. So it's pretty much up to you. Someone wanted to talk about the New World servers crashing. Baldwin,
Again,
the
some
Baldwin
more.
situation, or Gina Carano. So which ones are we going to talk about next?
Baldwin's always fun.
Yeah, Baldwin's always fun. He's a walking hypocrite. So I it's so much fun.
Okay, so Chaos said, wonder where the weird hat went from the lag coin shop. It got moved, Mr. Chaos. It got moved to another shop. I'll let
Yeah, he moved the wall.
Oh, the headdress?
Yeah, the
The
headdress.
cowboy hat's still there. The headdress got moved to bits because it's a bit of the pain in the ass. Because at the end of the stream, you guys you guys like to torture me, so I put it as a 100 biddy donation because no one donates anyway. So I figured there's no way it's ever gonna happen. So I just put it into. So if you donate 100,
Prove him wrong.
100 biddies, I'll wear it for 10 minutes. So it
Throws
got moved.
100 biddies.
Yeah. So I only so I put it over there. But I did exchange that for it's called Mutamouth. So it's we constantly get tweets about talking over Blacklight Oni, me and Hero particularly, not so much Soda. So that way Oni's got kind of free reign and we're not rude and stepping on her as she's speaking. So you shut us up for about 5 minutes and so she can talk. So that's where we switched one out, put that in there. We figured that was right. And I also put a ball gag in there on the Amazon wish list for Hero. So if we buy it, I'm sending him a ball gag for the Mutamouth.
Careful, someone might be really into that.
Oh God.
No, not 10 biddies for 1 minute. No, there is no negotiations here. This fucker thinks he's at a flea market. No, there's no negotiations. Fuck that noise.
I got 10 biddies, 10 biddies, 10 biddies. Do I got 11? 11 biddies?
10
Find the
biddies.
Darth Vader meme.
You know
Someone
what?
find the Darth Vader meme.
I
I have altered our agreement. Pray I do not alter it further.
I go. What if I give you 5 biddies? Would you do it for 30 seconds? I did the math. Well, for me, math is hard. So I'm glad you did the math.
Math sucks.
Soda Pop just subscribed, tier 1.
What a bastard.
How'd you? Was that a gift? Was that a gift sub?
No, he subbed it.
You don't have to sub. You're fucking on the show.
It's just set up to automatically do it, so you know.
Oh, okay. So you're subscribed for 2 months. That is a record.
I gotta have you pay my $1 million salary off with something.
right.
I mean,
That's
there's
right.
250. There's 250 of it.
250. So, Baldwin, well, is he getting tried for murder? What's going on?
Okay. Hey, we got to be careful what we say.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
So Mr. Baldwin is throwing the blame game, or starting the blame game. First of all, the man left the state. Like, what crime? When there's an investigation going on, what crime?
What state?
I think it's Texas. Oni, could you verify, or can somebody verify? Maybe not.
As in, he escaped to Texas, or he escaped from Texas?
He left the state where the crime was committed. First of all,
I'm pretty sure it was New Mexico.
New Mexico.
I thought
that's
it was
right.
New Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, he left New Mexico. He was cited with his family in, I think it was Vermont.
Oh, okay.
Like, why was he allowed to leave? Like, I thought that was literally, like, required for people who are under investigation to not leave the state they are being investigated in.
That's sus. That's so fucking sus.
They would have to.
Well, he wasn't the only one. The armorer, who's catching a lot of hell, she also went back to her home, wherever that is, left the state, went back home, and was seen at her home, standing outside, talking very animatedly into a phone, and then when questioned, she quickly ran inside and refused to answer the door at that point.
Imagine
Oh my god.
So, like, this is, like, really bizarre to me. But outside of that, there's plenty of information that's come out. When we first started talking about it, it had only been out for about a day, if that. What I will say is...
Because Lagging Out is right on the cutting edge of the news, so we were there.
Yes, we aren't.
When news breaks, we fix it.
So, the information that's come out, first of all, it was stated to investigators by the armorer that there was never any sort of live I'll just say it, live ammunition on set. And come to find out, they found loose ammunition strewn everywhere, ranging from live to blanks to dummies, and in boxes, whole boxes of ammunition of all the types. And they found
shooting that gun before, like
I'm getting there. On top of that, there's a whole fanny pack of 500 assorted rounds, mixed of live, blanks, dummies, a whole fanny pack full.
Why the fuck do they even have live ammo on a set? Gunsmoke.
I've been wondering that this whole time.
I think they were shooting guns, like, for fun.
Gunsmoke had, like, what, 1,000 episodes, never had one fatality. This fucking idiot produces a show and he kills somebody and allegedly kills somebody and hurts another person. That's fucking stupid.
So my that's a question that I've had. This armorer, she is also, it came out that she's the daughter of what was his name? Paul Reed. He was the armorer and prop master for Tombstone. What was it? Tombstone?
Oh.
She's his daughter, and she's only had one other movie that she worked on, and it was with Nicolas Cage. She discharged a prop right next to him without calling it out to begin with, and it pissed him off so bad that he walked off set. The crew members of that particular set, the other set members, were lodging multiple complaints about this and said that they didn't understand why she had not been dismissed from that. So that was her only other work experience. On top of that, on that set, she was seen bringing live ammunition onto that set as well. It is definitely been said that this same the same prop was used in shooting beer cans offset somewhere.
Yeah.
The assistant director came out publicly saying that he had that he was the one that handed the prop to Mr. Baldwin, and that he was the one that called out hold prop. And he's also said that he should have actually checked the chamber before handing it to him. Now, I've seen other people stating that the proper procedures for handing a firearm prop to an actor or an actress is to hand it to them with the bolt locked to the rear or the cylinder open. In the case of a Colt 45 prop, the cylinder is open, the openings of the cylinder pointing towards the actor or actress, and your finger through the revolver chamber so that you're holding it and presenting it to them pistol grip first, so that they can physically see both barrel and cylinders are empty.
You mean like literally anytime, no matter if it's a set or not, that's how you're supposed to handle a firearm?
100% correct. I mean,
a little bit of context for our viewers. We have two people that serve the military and are very versed in pew-pews. Just so you guys know, these guys know, and I don't want to speak for Soda, but I'm assuming he's got experience as well. So this is not coming from like a place of ignorance. These guys really know their stuff about pew-pews. Just so everybody knows. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
That's fine. I'm 100% okay with that.
Yeah.
That is definitely correct, Oni. You're supposed to treat first of all, you're supposed to treat every firearm as if it is loaded. I'm sorry, prep.
It is always loaded until you check. And when you pass it off, you treat it like it's loaded anyways.
100%.
Always. Always, forever, never, amen. Sorry, this whole story has pissed me off from the beginning because every few years you'll hear about this shit.
I'm going to go out there and just straight up say 100%. This accident was preventable. This was 100% preventable.
If it were an accident in my book is you did everything right. It was a freak chance that you can't really calculate that. Let's say you shoot a round and the chamber explodes. Very rare, but it's been known to happen. Just fucking happens sometimes. You can't. That's an accident. But if you knowingly loaded the wrong ammunition, that's negligence. If you didn't check a weapon and passed it to somebody who assumed it was empty as it should have been, but it wasn't, that's negligence. Keep mixing your rounds as if it's a bag of candy, that's negligence. That's not an accident. That is you choosing to do the wrong thing.
I can call my dad. My dad's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can call my dad. I can call my dad. And see if it's manslaughter, because he's got a criminal justice degree. I can actually call him right now. I can mute myself.
So in this case, from what I know, limited. Your dad would obviously know more than me, but just for expediency's sake, in this case, I would say manslaughter is defined as ending a person unintentionally without criminal intent. If there was intent, motive, if you're found guilty of intentionally accomplishing this deed, that's when it is murder.
Right. Okay. Because I know it wasn't. Why would you shoot your own DP on set? I mean,
well, it's going to be a giant civil suit either way.
Yeah, and here's the crazy thing. Alec Baldwin's been retweeting articles that point the blame other places aside from himself. He's trying to shift the blame to his crew and not accept any responsibility for it. I think it's because he knows his name is on this production, and he knows that he's going to ultimately be held responsible, and he's trying to lessen the blow ultimately in the public eye.
Wouldn't you do the same thing?
No, I wouldn't be in this situation because I wouldn't
throw as many motherfuckers under the bus as I could.
But
you did it.
Here's the
you
other
did
thing.
it. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault.
Here's the
I'll
other
fucking
thing.
do it. I'll flat out say it.
Miss Armorer has already lawyered up, and she's not even come into. She's not even been brought in for the investigation yet. She's already lawyered up, and her lawyers released a statement saying that this never would have happened if the powers that be hadn't been trying to cut costs so much on an already cheap fucking film.
6 million. I hate to say 6 million is a cheap film, but
well, I'm gonna just say it when it's compared to other productions, especially when you've got billion-dollar productions out there or $200 million productions out there. 6 million.
It's a Western, dude. It's not going to be as expensive as you think it is.
Exactly.
Well, you shouldn't have, stole the video game name anyway. I'm saying.
My God.
There
is the. I was waiting for the Rust reference to come out last show, and it took like 6 hours.
It never happened. What I will say though is, I hate to be in that man's shoes. I'd hate to have had that happen right in front of my eyes for no damn reason. But the more I hear, the more I'm thinking, like, first of all, this girl should have been fired a long time ago and been blacklisted from the industry a long time ago. Second of all, that man, Mr. Baldwin.
You said she, you mean he?
No. I definitely mean the armorer.
You mean the director of photography? The one who passed away? I'm lost.
The armorer.
The who?
The armorer.
Oh,
the girl
armorer.
that was handling the firearms.
The armorer. Okay. All right. You don't have to yell at me. Jesus.
The first time you would be confused.
Hey,
Mr. I'll throw everyone under the bus.
Hey, I have a learning disability. All right, and my attention deficit got
not a learning disability. That's a choice.
I got ADD, and I can only pay attention for a certain amount of time. So get off my dick.
We don't intrigue you enough.
Go ahead. Anyways,
like the armorer, I definitely think that she should have been fired a long damn time ago. Especially with her previous negligence, her previous incidents.
She's done it
should have
before.
gotten her. Well, yeah. No, it hasn't. I was explaining that her previous work experience, the last time she was an armorer, the one time before, was working on set for another movie with Nicolas Cage.
That's my Nicolas Cage.
Not the bees. Not the bees.
Yeah, regardless, like, she discharged a firearm next to somebody without calling out that she was pulling the trigger, which is apparently a no-no when you're using props like that. He got pissed, he walked off set, and all the other people that worked the set with her were like, why wasn't she fired? She has no experience, she has no business handling these things. There were 2 previous negligent discharges on the set of Rust, not even 24 hours before this incident. Like,
you said discharge.
Yes, I did. 2 NDs, like, seriously. I know you're trying to be funny, but
Go ahead.
it's just this whole thing has been wrapped up in negligence from all sides, and I think
Agreed.
it would probably be proper for everybody involved to catch a charge or catch some sort of fine or something that would be proper punishment.
All right. I'm going to propose this. What's the over-under Baldwin gets any time? Does he get time? Does he get parole?
No.
Does he get time or parole? So first question, is he going to get time or is he going to get parole?
I don't think he's going to get either. I really don't think he's going to get either.
Oni?
I don't think anything's going to happen. This is just going to be another gun violence issue.
I think it's going to
why
turn
we
into
don't
that.
need guns. Instead of, we need people to know what the fuck they're doing. We need people who understand that this is a safety issue. This is an issue regarding people who are incompetent.
Yep.
Top down incompetence. So as much as I wish that there could be some justice for the woman killed, for her widower left behind, for her family, I don't know. If these people have been allowed to leave the state, I don't know what New Mexico can fucking do. I really don't.
I called my mom this weekend, and she made a good point. And I think she watches like Greg Kelly on Newsmax or something. But she came up with a good point. If they had somebody that was educated in guns, like somebody from the NRA on set, this could have been avoided. But Alec Baldwin is anti-NRA. And their creed, like she read the creed to me, like where it says they have gun safety is our, like their mission statement, gun safety and education is our da 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 da, you know, like kind of like their mission statement. And it's not a bad argument, like from the way she presented it to me on the phone. I'm like, yeah, if they actually had somebody from a nonprofit that specializes in firearms, this whole thing could have been avoided. But he's anti. What's that?
So about that, from what I understand, and Oni I think could correct me or probably has more intimate knowledge about that than I do, but there is somebody that is certified by the NRA, and it's usually supposed to be the person assigned the position of armorer. And when it comes to people that are working on these sets, they're generally supposed to be union members working on these sets, and these union members, if they are to work in the capacity of armorer, are supposed to be NRA certified. So they have that knowledge. The problem here is that all the set workers had originally walked off set due to unfair set conditions, and the producer, i.e., you know who I'm talking about, went outside of the union to hire people because they had walked off set.
Wait a second. Isn't Alec Baldwin all about pro-unions?
So
are you saying that Alec Baldwin is a hypocrite? Is that what you're implying here without saying it?
Oh my.
So he was trying to save money. Go do an end around and not hire union workers, and this guy's supposed to be pro-union, anti-gun. So he got, wow, this guy's a walking hypocrite, isn't he, guys? What does chat think about this?
Hypocrite for sure.
Do as I say, not as I do. I guess so, Alec. And you probably will never see this video, but I would love to debate you if you stay out of jail. One Long Islander to another, Irish versus Italian. You guys are used to beating us up, you know. So let's do it. Let's do it Long Island style. Let's debate. Let's do it. I heard a couple of your podcasts have bombed, so you might actually do well on here because we'll actually give you a voice here, a platform. You know, a platform, because I know you tried to go against Sean Hannity and he destroyed you in the ratings, but we're low enough in the ratings. We're probably right on your level as far as podcasts. So come on the show. I love to debate you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. What is he gonna do? Try to beat me up? I mean, come on. He's like 100 years old.
He's my opinion on that.
Obviously doesn't know how to use a gun, so he can't.
Oh.
What I will say
Come
is
at me, bro.
I don't think the guy's gonna get any time. I don't think he's gonna get any parole.
Not even parole. A slap on the wrist.
I think the civil suit's gonna kill him though.
That's it. I think that's the worst that's gonna happen. It's gonna be a civil suit, and he's gonna walk away, dropping chump change to settle.
Him and OJ.
And then he's gonna.
As long as he shows remorse, he needs to show remorse, like a lot of remorse.
He's too fucking arrogant for that shit.
Yeah, he's going to turn around and use this as a political stunt for more gun control.
He is because there's always they always want to strip people of guns. You know, it's okay in Chicago when people kill each other and the guns are illegal, but he wants to take the guns out of law-abiding citizens, and that's okay. And then when there's someone that shoots up, it's like, oh, that was a legal gun. That person usually has a mental disorder or mental illness. So it's not the gun, it's mental illness. So there's always an end around for it, but their justification is to ban all guns. And you can't do that. It lacks critical thinking and common sense. It's like you really have to look at the issue, put the politics aside, and see the statistics. Statistics don't lie. There's more people that die falling downstairs than people getting shot with guns. There's people that die with fisticuffs than guns. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's mathematically improbable that you're going to die by a gun.
I don't know. I mean, statistics don't lie unless you're in Chicago.
I mean, I don't.
Apparently, statistics are saying that crime is on the rise, but the mayor is insisting that crime is dropping.
Yeah. I mean,
Lightfoot's a piece of work.
Mayor Beetlejuice over there is not really.
That's what she looks like. Yeah, right.
She really does.
Hydrate got more expensive. Got all fucking pissed because
inflation.
Blame Biden.
Yeah, we have inflation, bro. Blame the potato on that one.
Blame the supply chain. It's hard to get water over with that.
Blame President Potato on that.
What are you gonna talk
about? Hydrate got more expensive. He's mad about it. No, he wants to die. He wants to kill me with hydration. I'm gonna piss my bed tonight.
That's not how that works.
At least it works.
Sometimes I do drink a lot of water though, guys. I don't really drink. I don't like soda.
Whoa, like dude, soda, come on, man.
I like the soda as a. Come on, man. I like soda as a person, but not as a beverage.
Okay. Right, gotta be careful when you say that.
It's gonna hurt his feelings.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in the corner, cry, and then I'm gonna go blow up your fucking Twitter. So
I'm gonna cancel you on Facebook and blow you up on Twitter.
That's it. It's on. Let's argue for 2 weeks about nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the end of every podcast?
Hey, there's no such thing as bad publicity. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just
drinking soda sounds kind of giggity.
I gotta add more Rick and Morty stuff to my soundboards.
Oh yeah.
How about some BoJack?
Applies all logic, Morty.
When someone drops the biddies, it sings "I love the Time to Get Swifty" song. So that's the biddy song. I love that. It's so fucking great. I love it. And Baldwin in the same sentence, please.
I'm sorry.
But Hero wants to talk about his girlfriend Gina Carano.
If only I were that lucky.
Gina Carano giving a big giant F. Giving a big giant F you to the industry because she's making money, bitches.
And didn't Shapiro hire her?
Yes, that is a fact. Actually, a long time ago in a galaxy, many moons, months past. I can't do it. Sorry.
What's
it doesn't
chaos
sound
say?
right.
If you cheered 500, what does that mean?
It means Chief has to actually get up and do that dance.
Well, I think he's talking about how Chieftain has the money to cheer like that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, man. Go ahead and put this in the middle screen for us. I just dropped it in the chat.
Oh shit! I gotta move everything around now. Okay, hold on.
No, you don't. Just do that
No, hold on.
instead of a video.
No. I got it. I got you. Oh,
You always
hello.
got it. You.
Hello. All right, she's in
Seeing
yellow.
stars.
I say hello.
So,
Mrs.
many
Toronto.
moons ago, we discussed this in one of our videos. Well, it was a 2-part video actually talking about the situation with Miss Carano. The topic. Oh, why did it only grab the picture? It's supposed to be the article. Hey, that works.
Oh, the article. Okay, sorry. I'll go to.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's
Woo.
me. Go ahead. Keep talking.
The topic that we discussed was the situation where Gina Carano had been terminated from her position at the end of the season, at the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian, fired over tweets, literally. During that time, shortly after, she said that she got picked up for a movie that is run by Ben Shapiro's company, The Daily Wire, I think it is.
Yeah.
And it was based on a novel, I believe. I don't remember, but I believe it was based on a novel, and it was going to be basically a movie about a hitchhiker, and the guy that she hitchhiked with was a violent criminal of some sort. And from what I understand, that particular movie ended up being canceled due to the world health crisis, the beer bug, and they moved on to another production.
It's called the Kung Flu.
It came from China.
It came from China.
I heard it was called the Wu Flu.
It's called the Kung Flu. Get it right, hero. I'm going to come over there and slap you with my tiny hands.
Okay, Mr. Floppy Toupee.
Go ahead.
But apparently they picked up another production. I don't know the details about that particular movie, but it's currently filming at this point in time. And if you scroll towards the bottom of the article,
Shit. Closed it out.
But if you scroll towards the bottom of the article, it was a picture taken by her and several of her co-stars. And up a little bit. That one. That picture caught the news. What's his name?
Nick Cersei?
Yeah. He tweeted that out saying, cancel this.
What's it say on his hat? Is it that MAGA hat? It doesn't look like it says great there. It says make America something again. It's like 8 words. Eight
talented.
letters.
Make America talented again.
Thank you.
All
right.
Those 3 were flipping off the camera and they said cancel this, and it's because these people are still working in not canceled.
Nice.
Ultimately, a point that many people that are going counterculture, if you will, with their lifestyles, with their creations, the creator communities, whatever you want to call them, the people out there that are doing comic books, they're breaking away from the mainstream and creating their own and crowdfunding them. In the case of the Daily Wire, they're creating a parallel Hollywood that is just going to do things separate from Hollywood. A lot of people in the music industry have started to do crowdfunding themselves. Overall,
in Florida as well, in Austin, Tony Sabato Jr. actually has a very conservative movie studio in the Tampa area where they're producing movies that are outside of Hollywood. And actually, I think that's great because it comes with better stories. So, like, it doesn't
would agree.
Like, it doesn't make it very narrow-minded, and Soda can actually attest to this. Story is very important. So to have a diversity of thought, not so much left, right, but telling a good story is what people crave. So I think it just makes it better creatively speaking. It'll just make a better industry because that way you can talk about subjects that people want to hear about opposed to one side. So that way it just variety is the spice of life is actually what I'm saying. But
and to piggyback off of that, to really drive the actual point home,
I
is
think I did
a lot of the creatives out there of different industries, they're talking about creating this parallel entertainment industry, this parallel culture that's just broken away from the mainstream, because the mainstream has become pretty much, I don't want to say contaminated, but taken over when it comes to single-mindedness. And, well, in the, same fashion, I'll say, as capitalism, competition breeds quality, in my opinion. The better quality the product that you make, the better it's going to sell.
right.
Agreed.
So
I like money.
No.
Does
We
anybody
hate
know where that's
money.
from? Does anyone know where that's from?
You got me there.
I like money. Anybody? If anyone gets it, you get a gold star that has no monetary value in the chat. Idiocracy.
Oh, dang.
I think Dak Shepard says it. I couldn't remember his name the other day, but yeah. I like money. Wario, I'm gonna win. It's me. 3D Mario in a movie. Are you going to watch me? Eat the mushroom and get high with the Princess Peach. Kratos is coming.
Chase.
Fuck you, Kratos. Fuck you. We're getting a lot of likes on racist Mario for some reason on our Facebook fan page. Like once in a while we get like a viral video. I think it's at 12,000 views now on Facebook. And everyone keeps on like watching racist Mario as he's fighting all these other characters on a Mario Kart, and I think was it Sonic turns to Luigi. He's like, why is he killing all the non-Nintendo characters? Is he racist or something? He goes like that. So he's like, he's taking this race way too seriously. And then it goes to Princess Peach with a black guy and says, he takes everything too seriously. And I'm like, holy shit. What the fuck, dude? And people keep on sharing it. The video is 5 years old. And like people must be going through our videos and saying that shit's funny. But yet our Tribar Awards from last year get 86 fucking views. Are you fucking serious? Do you know how long that shit takes?
It takes so much time.
And I was watching that video, and I noticed it was just me and Hero, because I think Oni was doing finals and stuff, and we pre-taped her stuff. And I noticed your hair is shorter and your beard is trimmed. You're letting yourself go, buddy.
Uh-oh.
You got to trim that beard down, man. I
I
noticed that. I'm like, wow, like your hair is longer and you're a little bit scruffier. He's more hardcore. He's more hardcore in 2021. He's out of quarantine and his beard is longer. It should happen opposite. You should have a thinner beard and shorter hair. You're doing shit backwards, Hero. What the fuck's going on, buddy?
I've reached the point where I've realized that I want to change a little bit of my identity, man. I'm going for the more mountain man Johnny Depp look.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I want to get my hair long enough.
Johnny Depp.
I want to get my hair long enough so I can match that flowingness of the
God.
man.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm torn between, should I go for the Jack Sparrow look or should I go for the clean cut Johnny Depp look?
Jack Sparrow.
I know the answer.
Uh-oh.
Consult my wife.
That's where the idea came from. Do both.
Chaos, that I don't know what you're talking about. Fun fact, that video's thumbnail was changed. So like racist Mario was changed. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know.
It'll take a
think that's
minute
what
for
you're
him to
talking
be
about,
able to
yeah.
respond.
Yeah, anyways. But yeah. whatever you do, I know it's going to be gold. So I'm going to have to fly out to Wisconsin and have Oni dye my hair blonde and give me like straight up silver hair, and I'm going to spike it out like Naruto style and shit.
Get some gold teeth too.
You mean Sugar Ray from early 2000s?
Oh,
Sugar Ray frosted his tips, by the way. It wasn't completely blonde. It wasn't completely gray.
And
Just
Sir
for
Chaos just confirmed he's talking about racist.
Oh, racist Mario.
Mario.
I had nothing to do about changing the thumbnail. I didn't do anything about that. That was probably Facebook who did that.
Now they are now the metaverse. Oh
Meta. Okay, Meta. I'm changing our name to Meta because it sounds trendy. Motherfucker, it's a fancy word for change. You think everyone's fucking stupid. Oh, I went to Harvard and dropped out, became a billionaire, and I know the word meta. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, by the way, for making a program that literally, what did he do? He made that program where they actually judge each other. Yes. No, his very first program at his school where they made the what was it, Harvard book or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember.
He stole it from the
But now you can't do it. Yeah, but now you can't do that.
I remember I found it a couple of years ago. It was still there. I found it. It was tucked away in the corners and creases of Facebook. And I'm like, oh, I remember this creepy shit.
I'm almost never on Facebook anymore. I just...
Yeah, I know, because no one ever likes our videos and stuff. Not only, but Oni, Soda, Hero all like our stuff on Discord and there, so I appreciate that. But yeah, so I appreciate that. So, but I would love to see
Zuckerbook.
Zuckowina.
Oh, please no. That Android probably has weird parts.
Facebook jail is what they should call it, because that's where they throw everybody.
Yeah, that's where I was.
That's why I don't type anything.
So, what do we got next, my friends? I know I'm pushing us along here. We don't want to lose our members.
All we have left is the Buzz Lightyear trailer.
Oh yeah.
And some article was indicating that it was
too racist.
He looks like a racist cop. But you guys want to take a look at it? I haven't seen the trailer yet. You guys want to take a look at it?
I say sure. Just watch out. We might get claimed again.
We get claimed and get released since we're news based. So it takes 2 days and then it releases because they're like, oh, they're news based. My bad.
Buzz Aldrin, Year of Light.
If you like Buzz Lightyear, you're gonna like our sponsor for Chieftain Scamper.
Oh yeah, we still got that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I think we could close out with some Nintendo news as well. How about it?
Yeah. This looks pretty cool.
It looks good. I mean, I'm not surprised considering it is Pixar.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that.
So great. Always have.
The lighting is very nice, I will say. They really paid attention.
Indeed.
In 2022.
I can add that on, Zerchaos. I can add that on shortly.
Yeah, definitely. From Disney and Pixar. Doesn't look like
white cop.
He doesn't fucking look like me. Starman, nice. David Bowie. There it is, the fucking suit, bitches!
Oh yeah.
To infinity
and
beyond.
Awesome!
Yeah, okay.
the new Seminole Compact. Thousands of Florida jobs, billions.
Oh Lord.
I really listening to a commercial.
Thank you, YouTube.
Yeah, no shit, right?
But yeah, so the story obviously is not about the toy, right? It's
No,
about
yeah.
it's about the real life Buzz Lightyear where the toy was based off of. So you go into the adventures of the actual Buzz Lightyear, and I read a little bit about this and heard a little bit about it. Of course, Tim Allen is not going to be the voice of
I'm
the.
a little disappointed about that, but
I'm not, but I think they'll set it up for the sequel because Pixar, they're going to do sequels. But I'm not really upset about that. I'm fine with it. I was a little perturbed looking at the suit because I didn't know it wasn't about the toy. I'm like, oh, it's about the real live action stuff. So it looks pretty interesting. Like you said, the lighting looks good. I could have done it better, but the lighting looks good. And the teaser was pretty interesting. It had me captivated. Like a lot of flashy stuff. A lot of stuff looked like toys a little bit, but I think that was intentional.
probably.
And, but I would definitely go see it from the trailer. I probably will eventually go see it.
I would personally probably give it some slack.
Or a documentary, yeah.
Excuse me. I just don't. I'm questioning if giving the backstory to the source of the toy Buzz Lightyear. I wonder if there is a demographic or if they actually sampled a population of fans to see if there was interest in this. This seems to be coming from nowhere. Like, I don't want to use the cliche of nobody asked for this, because I've been saying that a lot lately. But
yeah, you're a bitter old man.
I could be. You young bucks. I'll sit on my porch with my 12 gauge pump shotgun and yell at kids to get off my lawn.
Dev, get off my lawn.
I'm gonna sip my Arnold Palmer. What was that?
Don't forget the bottle of moonshine.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. You know I go there. But
This is how we make the moonshine.
I don't want to go that. Wow.
It's just a dramatic pause there.
I don't want to go there because I don't get that feeling from this. It's not a I really feel like nobody did ask for this, but I'm also intrigued.
That's what Chaos said in the chat, by the way. But yeah,
I don't think they're going to spend millions or probably, oh God, how much money they spend on that movie. If it's
And look, animation is expensive, and you two know that more than most.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
And they're flooding the market right now. I know.
That's why a lot of kids want to learn 2D animation. They're like, we're over 3D animation now. I'm like, wow, really?
Oh, you mean they want to go back to what was already really good? That didn't need to go away?
Here's a little context for you. I tutor sessions every 5 days a week, and I teach 7 2D classes and 2 3D classes. Just to show you the comparison between the two. The grade school 8 to 30 is probably 8 to 18 is usually what I teach the little kids, that stuff. So just so you know. So like
I'm good with either 2D, 3D, whatever. As long as it's good, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I've also I've looked at it, animation of any type is expensive. I've heard, golly, I'm sorry guys. I've heard, and I don't know firsthand. I haven't researched it directly, but I've heard from people that work in the industry that it's not unheard of to have a single episode animated cartoon cost $1 million to make.
That's cheap. Yeah.
See? There you go. I've heard that too.
well, render farms. You have to think render farms, and then you have interns to senior people making from starting, and correct me if I'm wrong, Soda, but interns $20 an hour to senior people making 65, 80, $100 an hour on a film, and you have multiple people in those positions. Easy.
And
so if you think I'm a senior guy, so I'll pull 55 to 75 an hour, so that's my rate. And they're like, holy shit, that's a lot of money. No, it's if you think about it, I've paid my dues. I've been around a long time. I'm fucking old. That's my rate. I work fast. So
fast and hard.
And the context, and to add to context here, and I'm sorry, Chief, I know you don't like going to this topic. Anime. This is why mangakas.
Yeah.
This is why mangakas work themselves damn near to death, making their products, and then the
A lot of work
current
involved. Yeah.
the current workforce that work on animating the animes, I'm sorry.
Anime.
No, go ahead.
But I'm getting the head shake of doom. These people, they work for peanuts, and then the Japanese companies that are bankrolling the animations, they really find ways to cut costs. They reuse frames. I mean, you probably know most of the tricks of the trade when it comes to 2D animation on how to make it better. I mean, shit, I remember back in the day watching Masters of the Universe, He-Man doing that forward flip. He goes from left to right, doing the forward flip, and then 2 scenes later, he's going from right to left, doing
Disney recycled their stuff too, like for
I think everybody did it.
The Jungle Book, and then Winnie the Pooh, when Christopher Robin was skipping over a log, that was done before with Mobley, and all they did was just like copied and pasted over and just redrew those frames. I mean, Disney does it all the time.
Oh yeah. Yep. I think every animation studio has been guilty of it from at one point or another, if not still guilty of it to this day.
What I tell my kids when I'm teaching them 2D and 3D, it's like I tell them, like, the first day of class is like, has an instructor ever told you to cheat and encourage you to do so? It's like, no. It's like, I encourage cheating in my class, and that like makes their eyes perk up, especially like 10, 11, 12-year-olds. They're like,
it gets them to pay attention.
Right. It's like you're not replicating reality, you're emulating it. So it's just like you're like using cartoon logic, and you're recycling frames, and you're animating on 2s. You're not animating on 24 frames a second. You're animating 12 frames. So whatever frame 1 is, frame 2 is, whatever frame 3, frame 4 is. So they're doing 12 frames a second. I go, that's cheating. So if you say that's cheating, they like it essentially is, and that's what they do with network television, like what you said with the Tumble with He-Man that we all recognize. So it happens a lot. It happens a lot more than you think it does, especially with characters from Pixar. Really quick, you think they model these characters from scratch?
Oh hell no! I'm
100%
certain that I've seen most of the characters that show up in Pixar movies. I've seen most, if not all of them, before.
That was racist. I love that. Fuck stupid, man.
Also,
I can't look at that without just like, what the fuck.
What they do is they actually have a generic character in their library where they start modeling the character. So
right, it's a root character, and then you just tweak from there. How many people use character creators in games they play?
Right.
You start with a default skin, default character, and you tweak to your satisfaction.
Usually, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And 3D modeling in general is going to be kind of phased out, because you can pick up your damn phone now and make a 3D model of anything you want.
Yeah, you can. I just downloaded that. that app. It's fucking awesome. It's so awesome. You can I'm going around shit. I'm like, I modeled my whole fucking room in like 3 seconds. And I'm like, this is fucking amazing. I have a master's in modeling. It's a giant waste of money.
Well, I mean, we were talking about
we can make racist characters and make them look like cops and say that they're racist.
Oh my god!
You hear about that article? Did you hear about that?
Before we jump to that, I got one last thing to say, I want to.
Fuck! I tried to move on. Damn it! He pulled me back in. Damn it!
I want to ask something like. Is it really truly that the market for animation is flooded as far as content we're receiving? Or is it that that a lot of people are shifting gears to live action stuff because animation is so expensive and it's easier to do live action?
Yes. Yes, on both.
I was going to say.
The market's been flooded since 2001. So it's been flooded for over 20 years. And then there's all these schools popping up, like promising animation and promising kids jobs all over the world, not just here. Not just here in the States, but they fill kids with empty promises saying that they're going to be able to work in the industry, like the art institutes, which I don't think exist anymore. Like they're I call them puppy mills for students. So they basically
degree mills.
What's that?
Hey, artists.
They're called degree mills.
Yeah, so like there are schools like that, and what they'll do is like they'll fill them with hopes and dreams, and then You go out there and they got their money, and then they're like working at Starbucks and shit. So,
I have a degree from the art institute.
see my point exactly.
Fuck you. How about that? Okay, well, here's the thing about the art institute. The art institute, I did go there for gaming, my gaming degree, and they were
Are you
like,
working
"Here,
on a video game?"
shut up. Here, well, let me finish my damn story." He said, they were like, "Okay, sign this paper saying you're not gonna go work for anybody unless we place you."
Ooh.
Sign that paper. Guess what? Graduated. They're like, "You're on your own." There you go. So
Wow.
you can talk about broken promises. So.
Yeah.
And then another 8 years worth of school later. Now, then I got a job. So.
Yeah, we both have masters from the same school, so we're the masters of the universe.
top art school for you haters out there.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I went to the Ivy League of animation schools for my undergrad, by the way. So the best school in the country at the time. So you can eat it.
Like
so when I do critique,
what do we know? What do we know, Joe? We don't know anything.
We don't know shit. We don't know nothing. We're stupid.
Overpaid for our degrees. That's what we were told.
Yeah, we're overpaid for our degrees, and we talk over Oni, and we suppress people. Yeah.
Oni was raising her hand a couple seconds ago. By the way.
Go ahead, Oni.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of. I'm really out of it right now.
She's fading fast. She sent me a private message. So she's working for a living now. Welcome. I totally
welcome
get
to
it.
the workforce, my dear.
Yeah,
I've been working.
I know, but you work your ass off all the time anyway.
I know. I'm just playing.
We are always.
I also got a lot of sleep last night. I was a little too wired for today. I was too excited.
You wanted to show. You wanted to show your Halloween costume.
I went to bed at 1:30 or something like that. I don't know.
Ooh, wow.
Woke up at around 5. Was able to take like a nap until about 5:30, something like that. I don't know. And then I had a bowl of ramen, which is basically a sedative for me.
Oh wow. Your blood pressure must be through the fucking roof with that ramen. There's so much salt in it.
Had some tea with some creamer in there, so.
Oh yeah, Oni's about to pass out on us, guys.
Oh, I've passed out multiple times. I'm surprised no one noticed.
Oh, we noticed. We didn't want to wake you up.
Some Marines do it. We fall asleep anywhere.
The best.
Anywhere, everywhere, with your eyes open.
She sleeps with her eyes open. She's a Marine.
Dirt floor.
She's like Major Payne.
Doesn't matter. You can fall asleep. You will discover just how many places you can find a nap.
That's a trait within the military as a whole. I can attest to that. But I've gotten to a point to where I'm too old to sleep anywhere. I hurt when I sleep anywhere that is not a bed.
Oni is the living. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I was going to read the chat. Go ahead.
I just sleep on the floor because it saves on buying a bed. If I'm just gonna be moving again, anyways.
That's what I did when I was your age.
Also, just sometimes it feels good because
I did sleep
I
on the floor.
have a long torso, and I sometimes hunch over. Sometimes for some reason, so sometimes laying on a hard surface on my back will crack it for me, which feels great. And then I go, that's probably a sign that I shouldn't be doing that, and I'll go right back to doing it. So,
of course.
Chiropractor, best thing.
So tell me, Joe, are these character models racist?
This is horrible.
Oh, are we using real names now, Carlton?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Soda did it first.
I didn't do shit.
People know my name is Joe anyway. They know me on Facebook anyway.
I don't know no Joe, and I didn't even know your name was that. So hey, now I learned something new today.
Well, it's usually Carl when his wife's mad at him. It's Carlton.
Oh.
I know a Joe. Joe Mama.
I don't know.
Joe Mama.
Oh.
I
don't know Oni's name either. See.
I'm not going to reveal Oni's real name.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Since you already revealed a state that I've been to.
Florida?
Compton.
We're not going to mention it. Compton's not a state.
Puerto Rico?
No, I have not been there.
Oni will appreciate this one.
Chieftain is a JoJo reference.
Yep. Zerg Chaos says Chieftain is a JoJo reference.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Oof. Can I get an oof?
Oof.
F in the chat, boys. F in the chat.
Chieftain, it's only an oof because, well, you're an uncultured bastard.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
Moabidi, yes!
Well, That's a bizarre reference.
Okay, hang on. You gotta say who we're sponsored by today.
Okay, so Chieftain's Campers Corner is sponsored by
These nuts.
Buzz Lightyear. Give your Woody a chance. That's Buzz Lightyear. Give your Woody a chance. No? Yes?
Be right back. Camping Bud Light. Thank you for that one.
Buzz Lightyear.
Actually, where I am, it's hilarious that someone like me has moved here. It's a place that's known for a lot of breweries, which is great. I'm not putting that down, not knocking it at all. Also, I'm being near the screen because I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see.
It's okay. You're good. You're framed fine. Don't worry about it.
There are many places around here where it's named after major breweries, big name breweries who've been around for, decades, if not centuries.
Have you met
And then you've
Laverne and
got
Shirley?
Well, of all people to move out here, it's someone who doesn't ingest alcohol. So it's like, well, you see all these really great places, and it's really cool that they've done things for the community, and it's like, except I don't drink beer or liquor, so
Yeah.
sorry.
So when we hit 1 million subscribers, what are you going to celebrate with? Sparkling apple cider?
No, probably an IBC root beer. That is my root beer of choice.
IBC root beer is pretty awesome. Root beer floats. That's what you have to make
Oh,
root beer floats with.
It makes a killer root beer float. I like IBC because it doesn't have too much vanilla in it. I don't like root beer with a lot of vanilla. It's just it's crispy, it's well rounded, and it just has a nice, clean, fresh taste. So that's my root beer of choice.
Gotcha.
Or I'll splurge on the Jack.
It tastes better out of a glass bottle, in my opinion. Kind of like beer. It tastes better out of a glass bottle.
Here's the thing.
There you go.
The glass, there is
I'm gonna go get a
technically
beer.
a
I'll be right back.
glass versus plastic.
Yeah.
Glass doesn't hold on to flavors because of the molecules that make up plastic. Plastic will retain flavors no matter how many times you wash it, and because you scrub it, it gets these like little micro abrasions, which leaves things in there over time. So glass is technically a lot cleaner. Also a lot more biodegradable, let's be honest.
I have some real-time breaking news. Nintendo is officially closing.
What?
Lagging Out News exclusive.
Closing or what?
Nintendo is officially closing its Redwood City and Toronto offices.
Oh, Redwood's so pretty.
That's where they made Spore, by the way. So, actually, that's Emeryville. Sorry, not Redwood City.
I'm not sure on the significance of this just yet. I'd have to do a little more research, but that just popped across my news feed.
Hey,
supply chain problem.
Not enough microchips. Did you talk about the Sony opening up a PC port studio? No, we have not, but we can talk about that after Chieftain's Campers Corner, brought to you by Buzz Lightyear. Give your Woody a chance. So one thing that I like to always do in Chieftain's Campers Corner is to promote our YouTube channel that no one goes to. And I dropped a video. I dropped a video that apparently Hero is, I couldn't wait for this to happen, says in the text, for this video, the camp, for this video to drop. So I did a Lieutenant Lick Me video called Call of Duty Vanguard reaction video. And there's a dude there called Kelly. And, of course, Deadpool's going to make fun of his name and call him a girl the whole time. But I react to it, and it's freaking hilarious. This guy, long story short, this guy steals money from his ex-girlfriend, $1,000, and Deadpool tries to get it back. Does he get it back? I don't know. You got to watch the video right here.
I know the answer. Watch the video.
I know the answer. Watch the video. I put the link in the chat. So make sure you actually comment, like, and subscribe, and don't forget to bang that bell, ding, 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 in the top right-hand corner of your screen, and never miss a video from Lagging Out YouTube. And, of course, the king of plugs, Chieftain himself, is always going to plug his own work. So the 2021, the 8th version of the Tri-Bar Gaming Awards, is starting Friday, November 19th, exclusively on Laggin' Out. And we're recording this weekend, right, guys?
Oh,
that's
I
right.
thought it was next weekend.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's right. Next weekend. My bad. Next weekend.
Yeah, because I know there are kids out there who want to go trick or treating. There are adults out there who want to go trick or treating.
Well, we're recording it, but I mean, it's like 45 minutes. Anyways, here are the categories: Best Independent Game, Best Developer. The Try Hard Award is hosted by the one and only Blacklight Oni.
Me. It's me.
Oni.
Because no one does it better than Blacklight Oni. And Best Single Player is hosted by, spoiler, Princess Jamie. So you want to check her out. It's Princess JME in Twitch. She's presenting. She's very, very sweet. I love her. She's so sweet. She gives me diabetes when I talk to her. And she's really cool. Like, I was talking to her on chat, and like she was like, I was having a conversation with Chieftain. And I don't know if I want to talk about this. I go, what? You fell asleep as I was talking to you? And then she just stopped the stream and just started like putting her head down and just laughing. She's like, all right, you mentioned it, so I'm a bad friend. And she goes like that. And multiplayer is, for the second year in a row, going to be hosted by the one and only Braided Bandit. And that's Braided X Bandit on Twitch. So make sure you check them out and let them know Lagging Out sent you.
And next year, he's going to have the best XXX video game.
No, I'm not. So here's the current poll from our YouTube channel. If you go under community, you can actually take the newest poll that's coming out, but only 10 votes. 10 votes. What the fuck's wrong? It should be like 1,000 votes. I'm very upset. There's only 10 votes, but it looks like Subnautica is taking a commanding lead with 70%. Cursed Dead at 20 and Cyber Shadow at 10. And you still have time to vote while it's still up, and these polls will be up till the end of November.
Go vote.
So every week we always reveal the nominees for best. What's that?
Others that go vote or went up with another Biden.
Right. Yeah, and you can dump votes at 3 a.m. and it'll be perfectly fine. Am I bitter?
Normal. Chaos says Try Beard Awards when
the Try Beard Awards. Yep. You know what? I almost put a slide in there for Try Beards. Almost did. I ran out of time. We got to do the Try Beards. That'll be awesome. But yeah, best game developer. You guys want to see what the best game developers are of the year? You want to hear? If you guys want to hear the best game developers, give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
All right, let's take a look here at the best game developers nominees for 2021. Why does the audio never work?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's like a switch that makes it work though, because the audio was half working, and when you were doing the previous video,
I think it works on stream.
Whatever.
Psychonauts,
Double Fine. Unknown Worlds Entertainment.
I haven't got to play the new one yet.
Mechanical Head Games. Now it's Mecha Skull or Mechanical Head Games. I found both those names. I don't know which one's the right one. So
I think it's Mecha Skull.
The Mecha Skull is their Twitter, but Mechanical Games is like all over the place. So I don't know which. So I left it at Mechanical Games. So I don't know which one's right. I was like looking. I couldn't get a confirmation, and it's like I was looking.
Well,
probably gonna have to look at the name of the game that brought our attention to them.
Yeah,
and look them up on Steam.
We were looking them up on Steam.
I saw that, Chaos.
Which is so odd.
So we have a new one. So which developer you think is going to win? Double Fine, Unknown Worlds, or Mechanical Heads? You can vote now on youtube.com/lagginout under the community section. And if you are curious of where that link is, I have it for you because I do this when I'm teaching a class too. So put the link in. I put the link in the chat. I don't know if Craig Soda does the same thing, but moving on to our next subject. So don't forget, YouTube.com/lagging out. No hashes, no underscores. Lagging out, all one word. And this actually came up in our Discord, and that's why you guys got to join our Discord, because some of this is like kind of inside jokes, but not really. But they were kind of making jokes and saying, "Does Buzz look like Chieftain?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? There's no way I look like Buzz Lightyear." So
You're right, because he's a Chad. You're not.
He is totally. He's a better looking guy than me. He's got the cleft.
I would say,
and he has a
I was
chin.
The blue eyes.
I was gonna say he's got a chin, and Chieftain.
God didn't give me a chin. That's why. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So here's Buzz Lightyear, the racist cop, right? And here's me superimposed.
Uh-oh.
On Buzz Lightyear's face.
That definitely has a clay look to it, bruh.
And here's a side by side.
Uh-oh.
There's no fucking way I look like the goddamn Crypt Keeper compared to Buzz Lightyear. There's no fucking way I look like him. So
That is correct.
there's no fucking way. Look at that shit. There's no way I look like him. We don't even have the same eyebrows.
Hey, it's Chieftain without a beard.
The nose is a little off.
Eat a dick.
A whole bag.
Oh, so I think I want to dispel all the rumors. I do not look like Buzz Lightyear. Look,
Yeah, no
I
shit. I mean, really?
I look like somebody shit out clay and molded it with their thumbs. I look horrible. I even airbrushed the bags under my eyes, and it still couldn't save the photo. Anyways, so there, it dispels the rumor. I do not look like Buzz Lightyear. Maybe in the eyebrows, we have thick-ass eyebrows, but that's really it.
And the hair, maybe.
The hair, maybe. If I frosted my hair like Sugar Ray, maybe.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
So, no one's even talking about this, which I'm kind of surprised, but Call of Duty is coming out November with Call of Duty Vanguard.
Why did
Yeah,
I
what-
see that and I immediately thought, is that say Vangirl?
Look at
You-
all those campers. Oh my goodness. Look at all those campers. I think that's Rio right there. He's camping like a bitch like there. And there's
That's me in the
Dum-Dum.
back, too.
there's you.
Oh.
There's Soda hiding in the back like a bitch.
I'm with the sniper, yeah. That's me.
And then there's Moabidi like playing and not saying anything about it. And like, oh, I'm gonna play Star Citizen. But yeah, but look at all those campers. So Call of Duty campers. So spoiler guys, the Call of Duty Vanguard has inspired something to be in our lag swag on our online store. Did you guys know that?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Spoiler. We have a new shirt out. And it
Uh-oh.
is called the Call of Duty Tryhards. So instead of Vanguard, it's Call of Duty Tryhards.
You have to
Yes.
explain. To make it more.
Exclusively brought to you by Lagging Out.
I thought it was by Buzz Lightyear.
It is Buzz Lightyear. So yeah, so if you want to go to the shop, and I don't expect anyone to do that. I usually do these just for fun, but you actually can buy the shirt. And Hero, guess what?
What's up?
They have Hanes t-shirts now.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, good T-shirts.
Actually good t-shirts, and they start at only $9.50.
What?
A bundle?
Are you fucking serious? And they come in women's sizes, plus sizes, small sizes, kids, everything. I'm getting a workout shirt and
You
putting
can get
that.
one for your dog, too.
Yo, look, it's a whole tank of gas. Oh.
Oh, burn.
Damn.
And
Like-
no, guys,
It's a
that is
gallon.
that is not Zombie Killer, Princess Jamie, or Braided Bandit. It's just the standard
That's
model.
what Soda looks like in real life.
That's what Soda looks like in real life.
That's when he's dressed like a waifu.
Yeah. So, like, actually, the Hanes shirt is $9.50, Hero. So,
That's actually impressive.
I think it's one of them really light shirts. So, like, if you're in a tropical state, it helps. But there's also hoodies, sweatshirts, and that sort of thing. You guys can go check it out. Just go for the funny factor. You don't have to buy anything. It's just fucking hilarious just to look at all that shit.
We got a bunch
and,
of stuff on
yeah.
out there.
What's that?
I said we got a bunch of stuff up there that I think is awesome and hilarious.
Yeah,
and
it's awesome.
It just all degrees of entertaining.
I do have Modern Tryhards, which is the Call of Duty parody shirt that we did last year. So that's still up there, and there's American Gamer up there. There's like a lot of funny shirts. So there, and I'm gonna buy like a whole bunch of them. But guys, okay, the final section here. It might like the last time we did this, I had to delete the video because we had like social justice warriors attack us. But we're doing a purple person review today, and it is a wonderfully awesome person. I love this. This person is just amazing. So I talked to her online. So check it out. So this is
Oh my.
Fatal Frenzy, and she, full context, Oni, just so you know, here's the conversation that I had with her. Awesome job. She says, thank you. Can I hype you up and use this pic on our live tomorrow? The makeup is amazing, and the co-host will love it. She says, sure, send me a link and I can watch. Look, we have permission. We have permission. Look, we have permission. Fatal Frenzy. Look at that makeup. Tell me that is not kick-ass.
That is amazing.
The makeup, the hair.
It's freaking awesome.
And the fact that she made that background as dark as she could get it to make herself pop out that much more.
She put the work in for all that stuff, and I suggest everyone go to her channel and check her out. Because if she put all that work in her makeup, you know her stream's got to be good. So it's called Fatal Frenzy with 2 Ys. I'll put her link in the chat. Absolutely fucking amazing. Thank you for letting us use your photo. And
that is amazing. I don't know what she was going for exactly.
That's Avatar,
but
dude. It looks like Avatar.
I was thinking that too, but it also has a appearance of Twilight Princess Midna.
Ah. I love the gradient. It looks so good.
Amazing.
See, this is the makeup blending skills that I will probably never have. Just to make it look
I was thinking, really?
flawless.
Yeah, so here's her name right here, guys. So Fatal Frenzy with 2 Ys. Give her a like, give her sub, and let her know that we let you guys know we promoted her on our chat. We try to do that with like streamers, big or small, and just like general cool people, which is what we did the first time. Apparently, people got offended, but because we don't know what we're talking about. But anyways,
well, we also did it without their permission.
We also did it without their permission.
That's
but
the issue.
Fatal Frenzy gave us permission, and we thank her for letting us use that.
So I wasn't the only one, sir. I thought I might have been the only one.
So if you're a purple person or know a purple person, and or like that's what we affectionately call streamers, like myself, I have a purple background, so I'm a purple person. Shoot out an email to laggingout@gmail.com with the subject purple people so we know what it is. So yeah, so great job. I love Fatal Frenzy. And I'm sorry, let me go back. And it was, I got to know what the chat was. It's called the Twitch Growth and Support Group on YouTube. And I can just throw that link in there too and let them know that we're playing nice now. So there we go. That's the group. So go ahead and join them. They're a good bunch of people there. I think it's 56,000 strong, Hero. So it's a big group.
It is a huge group.
Yeah. So I try to watch as much as I can, but I can only do so much. Also,
only so many hours in a day.
Right. We're getting a lot of requests. It's like, hey, what can I do to help Lagging Out? I'm like, great question, everybody. Well, we're looking for certain things because Chieftain is doing a lot of social media lately and pulling his hair out doing so. So we're looking for a community manager to help us wrangle our community, let them know what's going on, and overall, like shake hands, kiss babies, and that sort of thing in our Discord, Twitter, and Facebook feeds.
Not everybody can be Joe Biden.
Burn. Multimedia hype person. Let everyone know when streams are on YouTube, Twitter, IG, and Snapchat. So we need a hype person. We need a hype man or hype woman for that. We also need great content creators. Can you act? Can you sing? Can you animate? Can you cut videos? Let us know. We need you. And we also need video editors because Soda won't do it. Just kidding. So how do I apply to these things, Chieftain? Great question, Chieftain. So what you can do is you can send your submissions to lagginout@gmail.com or the facebook.com, or you can fill out an application, which is a lot easier, on our Google Drive, and the link is going to be provided in the chat. So if you guys have any of those superpowers, please let us know. And that's all I have for Chieftain's Camper's Corner, brought to you by Buzz Light Beer. Give your Woody a chance, and the Astros suck. Back to you, hero.
Can't go a goddamn stream without mentioning sports. For God's sake, what is this sport thing you speak of?
They're actually getting no hit, which kind of sucks right now.
Oh, good.
They're trying to indoctrinate in my work because I'm literally in a team with like every type of sport, and it's like, I don't really do sports. I did marching band.
You see, me and Chief were kind of jocks that turned into nerds, so.
Yeah, I was a jock, but I wasn't good at sports.
I was a nerd that tried my hand at sport at one point in time. I was on a state wrestling team, so that was the extent of my sports.
So, it's like a jock team with guns.
Well, anyways, since we're closing it out, I've got 3 things that we can discuss. All of them video game related. Actually make that 4 because I don't know that Soda ever got to his topic.
Totally wrapping it up, and yet there are 4 things we didn't fucking get to.
It's all right.
Hey, we're getting there. I think the 3 things that I was speaking of specifically won't last too long, but I don't know how long the Soda's piece will be. So I'm gonna bring it up with some Nintendo news. Oni had mentioned something Nintendo related, and I had also intended to talk about something Nintendo related to some things. So, Oni, go ahead, take it away.
To do it. Oh, Oni's got 10. You only have 5.
What?
Oni's sleeping.
So wait. You say there's more things to do, and then you just go, here, you're gonna talk about it.
Oni, you were the one that brought it up.
I didn't think you were gonna bring it up because I thought we already talked about it. Basically, Nintendo,
right in the
I guess they tried to bring back some games, and then they fucking shat the bed by not updating the graphics or something.
Oh, no.
I'm not really sure. I mean, it's the fact that there's like a new Switch coming out, and a lot of ports for the Switch. I get it, but they're not being optimized for the Switch, which defeats the purpose of having it ported to the Switch.
It makes zero sense.
That's like, okay, I'm going to cite a video game specifically that had this issue. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning was... Yes, I 100% agree with that. I loved that game. I had the PlayStation 3 version. The company went bankrupt very quickly. So they didn't get a sequel.
Embezzled a lot of money.
Anyways, so... They re-released it, I think, last year.
I get that reference.
They were supposed to remaster it.
He owned the company. He owned the company that made the games you're talking about.
Yep.
Keyword, were supposed to remaster. What wound up happening was, when it got ported to the new generation consoles, Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning had more bugs than the original launch.
Ooh, wow. I'm glad I didn't end up picking that one up.
They did not have any of the new graphics optimized. The cutscenes were still the same. Nothing was new. So this game was worse to play recently than it was back then.
Wow.
Which pissed off a lot of people because they paid money. So with the Switch issue, it's like, guys, what the fuck? I'm not saying I know what I'm talking about in terms of I know what to do to remaster a video game or to, port it to another system. But if you don't fucking do it right, why are you even releasing it? Why?
Money.
Why?
Money.
Okay, yeah, they're releasing it for money, but they're gonna try to return
money.
so you're not really making any money. then you just made enemies out of people who are supposed to be your customer base. So, are you really being smart, or are you just being a fucking asshole? Clearly, my filter's gone. And I'm also tired of this whole BS in the gaming community and in the hobbies that I love of people just treating each other like they are a guaranteed cash cow. That's not how these transactions work at all. And yet people keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and they wonder why the results are getting worse.
Greed.
So yeah, I'm off my soapbox. I'm good. I'm letting it go.
That's fine. Actually, that's kind of what I was going for. I didn't know the details of what you had brought up, so I took a quick look at it, and it looks like one of the titles was Ori. And
Ori? They
yes.
fucked up Ori?
It was optimized for Xbox, not the Switch. Just saying.
Whoa.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. That was an indie game. Wait, is this the new one, or was this the first one? There's Ori and the Blind Forest, and there's Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Will of the Wisps.
Then it's the first one, and they fucked it. Wow.
All right, hold on. So the article I saw was obviously a biased article in favor of Xbox. So they were singing Xbox's praises and dumping on the Switch. But the long story short, from what I quickly read, was the game was optimized for Xbox and then just ported 1-to-1 straight over to the Switch without optimization or anything.
That doesn't surprise me because Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps was really a Steam release.
Yeah.
So for them to port it to something not related to Steam or PCs and Xbox, in my opinion, toes the line with PC very closely because yes, it's from Microsoft. But to not even port it correctly for a game that, not the most well-known game, but it does have its following. I have the first one, and I have loved it so far. Haven't touched it in a while, and I got my ass kicked, but whatever. But you can't port it correctly, and you still release that. You know, that just... Anytime I hear of inconsistencies regarding one game console versus another, it makes me go, this is why people are having their bullshit console wars. It's just because they just got the short end of the stick on this one video game. Doesn't mean the game console is better or worse. It just means someone can do their job right.
And like I said, the article...
Go ahead, sorry.
The article that I read was very clearly biased. They literally dumped on how the Switch is weaker technology and blah blah blah.
I mean, technically they're not wrong.
They're not technically wrong, but the way it was portrayed was just quite obviously.
No, the facts can be correct, but the attitude behind it can really tell you what they mean. I get it.
But yeah, like Ori, and the Well of, God, I can't remember the name already. You just said
Will of the Wisps.
Yeah, the Will of the Wisps. That game was one that was specifically called out in the article that I was looking at. I didn't see any of the other titles, but they were older games from previous generations. And here's the problem I have. This is not an exclusive issue with Nintendo. This is several, and I mean a myriad of re-release titles. Computer games or games that are ported to computer have a so much easier time getting properly optimized for PC. I have to pass that particular subject off to, say, Chieftain or Soda, because that's not my wheelhouse, but they could probably attest to how much easier it is to port from console to PC versus the other direction.
Well, sadly, most companies will ship their game off to somebody else to have them do it. So
specifically, I know Nintendo goes to a third party because my personal favorites over the last couple of decades have been Nintendo Legend of Zelda games. And when they re-released those on the 3DS, the 64 titles on the 3DS and a couple of other of the Zelda titles on the 3DS, I flipped out like a 10-year-old child excited at Christmas because
You bitches
I'm a
are
kid.
amazing.
I know. Thank you. I'll never do that voice again.
Well, I mean, the game I'm working on is being repolished to be put on the Switch and for VR, Android, and Apple iOS. I think PlayStation and Xbox and Steam. And also, so it's going to be a mobile game, and it's also going to be a VR game. So I can't talk about what the production goes through every day because I'm still in the chat there, and I'm still under NDA till the release. But what I can tell you is they, the particular company I'm working on, which is a smaller boutique company, work their asses off to get their code. They're an indie, so which Oni will love. So like they're taking the time, they're soaking the game, meaning they let it play overnight. They work out the bugs. They're reworking the animation. They like top to bottom. They're kind of like, they're refurnishing kind of a car. You know, like if you have like that's how they're treating the game. So what other companies and larger companies are doing is like, what can we fix just to make it functionable?
Right.
Fuck the bugs. I don't care. People are going to buy it anyway.
Actually, Days Gone, Sony, when they ported it to the PC, they did an amazing job. I just for throwing that out there.
And that's the thing. So these are the types of people that I have more respect for, that I have a lot of respect for. They give a shit. They give a shit about what they do. They give a shit about the fact that this is going to be in someone else's hands, and they want to put their best foot forward. Maybe the person doesn't like the game because it's not their type of game, but the person can at least respect that it's a solid game. It's good, at least for what it is. If not, it is good in XYZ ways. You know, but that's what these small independent developers are doing, and what they know to be true compared to these bigger name companies. The bigger name companies only see dollars and cents, and they've lost sight of the big picture.
And that's why I love indie.
Yeah. I never go ahead.
No, it's just they know what it's like to be in a community. They know what it's like to have to struggle, to have to put in a lot of effort and know that it's not going to be seen by a lot of people. But those few people who see it, you hold on to them, because they will have your back. They will tell you when you've fucked up, but they will also tell you, yo, this was awesome.
You got to look at some of the top games right now. Indie game, RimWorld, started out indie company, small. That game's top seller. You know,
quite a few of them are in the Tribar Awards. So like, there's a lot of them that are like out of the indie realm, because Oni's like, these guys are doing a better job than the bigger guys with more money, and she's right. So
I can't
like,
tell you
the
a
quality
AAA
looks
title.
so good.
I mean, what's the last AAA title you played that you enjoyed? Because I can't think of one.
Like Destiny, and that was years ago. But
I mean, that was like the first that when Destiny first came out, it was amazing until they decided to say, "Hey, you got to play this way," and you know.
I like Doom 2016. I like the Deus Ex series. I really love it. But Deus Ex, in the iteration it is right now,
is that how you
Eidos Montreal isn't working on it right now. Eidos Montreal had to stop working on the new Deus Ex video game in order to make the Avengers game, if I recall.
Ooh, that was a I can't talk about that, but yeah, that was a horrible game.
So
send me that message.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, oh well, I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima, or I was playing Ghost of Tsushima on a friend's console, and I'm like, that's not a AAA title though.
Nope.
No, they were indie, and Ghost of Tsushima won last year, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Oh yeah, they did. Boy, how they did. For good reason. They earned that title. Okay.
They earned that title despite the media trying to push their opponent to the to the top.
Goes to show you can't keep a good arrow down.
No. That's such a pretty game. Did you ever get to buy that hero and play it?
I did actually. I had it when we were talking about it, and I just hadn't had the time to play it. But I did play it. I did beat it. They recently came out with a director's cut update. I might just have to go back and see what they updated.
Ooh.
You should.
It is very pretty. Now every time I see that grass in like real life, I'm like, I need to go sneak in it. I need to go sneak in it. It's just there's a lot to appreciate in that game. There really is. Now, granted, characterization is pretty true to form because there's a character in it. Spoiler alert, there's a character in a side quest. And he is so aggravating because you say something and he'll counter it with an argument. And it's just like, dude, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to help you. And then you lie to me and then look at me like, oh, I'm young. I don't understand. Bitch. I hate that shit. I hate it in the real world. So when I see it in video games, it just aggravates me so much. Because everything's an argument. They always have to be right about something. They'll argue you just to get the upper hand somehow. Even when they're the ones coming to you for help. Oh my gosh.
I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
Yeah.
It's
So
when I was done with that side quest, I was so happy because I'm like, dude, seriously, if I keep seeing this guy, I'm gonna want to shoot him myself.
I'm gonna shoot you in the
Anyways.
face, bitch.
And unfortunately, it's a side quest.
Go ahead.
It's a side quest you can't really skip because it's for a part of the game that makes it really, really helpful to fight enemies. So you don't necessarily have to do it, but you kind of really should. Like,
I
Really
loved
should.
that game so much. Ghost of Tsushima, by the way, just to clarify. I loved that game so very much when I played it that I went out of my way to 100% it.
oh wow.
I went to 100% it. It was awesome.
I just
You had to do it.
I didn't want to stop playing it. And when I finally finished the game, I put down the controller and I just sat there and I watched the credits. I'm like, there's more after this, right? There's more after this, right? I looked at my wife who had just, because she stopped to watch me play. Like, she stopped everything she was doing at the time because she was getting distracted by how awesome the game was. And she saw me put the controller down and I just was sitting there staring at the screen with the credits. And she looked at me.
Like,
She looked at me and she said, "Honey, are you okay? Are you about to cry?"
Are you gonna cry?
He's like, give me 15 minutes for a recharge and I'm ready to go again.
Yeah. That was basically it. I looked,
Yep.
I stopped looking at the screen long enough to look at her and I said, I don't know. This game was so beautiful. She's like, do you even know what to do with your life right now? No.
I'm gonna go buy an electric car.
That was a different discussion. Come on now.
I'm gonna put a hindrance on the power grid. I'm gonna shut the whole thing down. Let's do it.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
So that topic with that debacle of Nintendo, Nintendo is, I will forever and always love Nintendo as a company, as one of the first party companies that have been in the gaming industry since the beginning almost.
They're still outselling the other two.
Deservedly
You
so.
can actually get them. Can't get the other two.
No, they do that on fucking purpose. They should. They have to write legislation on scalpers. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
It's
That's
bad.
a wrap.
I've been wanting and needing, well, not needing, but I've been wanting to get a PS5 for a while now.
Same.
Yeah, I needed a really inexpensive paperweight, so I was going to buy a PS5.
I
mean, that's what my Xbox is.
That's a both.
I'll put it this way. This is both a dumb thing on my part and just because I care about friends that have been there for me in the past. I was asked to help acquire a PS5 for a friend. I, during one of their restocks, was able to snag one from GameStop. And instead of keeping it for myself, I boxed the damn thing up and shipped it to a friend.
Did it break on shipping?
No.
I had to ask because mine always breaks when you ship shit to me.
Oh god.
Fortunately, it's only happened once.
Just to you, Chief.
But
seriously, but that's really cool of you to do that. And by the way, the Amazon wish list has PS5s and Xboxes on them. And in the comments, it's just not for anyone here. It's just strictly for giveaways. That's the way we are. When Hero says stuff like that, that's how we all think anyway. So if you see stuff on our Amazon wish, we know you're not going to buy a PlayStation 5 and gift it to us, but it's still there. So just letting you guys know that the second something like that comes in, we do a giveaway here, and we give it to another streamer that can't afford it. So just so you guys know, if it's an Xbox, if it's a PlayStation, whatever, a Switch, those big ticket items we don't keep. We send those all out. So there's
there you go.
Like all of us make money. We don't need stuff like that. We can buy it ourselves. So it's just we don't need it. But what we like to give stuff away to people that watch us. So like when Hero says that, it comes from the heart, and that's actually how all of us feel. So
to continue what I was saying, like I've always loved Nintendo forever and I always will. But as I always say, I criticize the things that I love and enjoy, the things that are in my entertainment, because I want them to improve. I don't call out fallacies to be a dick. I don't call out some people might contradict me on that one. I don't,
but yeah.
but I don't say things mean spirited. Generally, it's
good intentions. Yeah,
good intentions. Yeah, Chieftain always says, always assume the best of intentions from things we say and or do. It's for a reason. I'm the kind of person I am is just who I am. I'm real. I'm blunt. And it is what it is.
It comes from a good place too.
So for all intents and purposes, Nintendo will always be my number one when it comes to big name companies. But their latest debacle, in my opinion, aside from the re-release screw up, but I don't think very many companies have gotten it right with re-releases of old games.
The one I worked on is going to be awesome, by the way. Just so you know, we got it right, buddy. And the lighting is better in this one.
The lighting is great.
Well, I wonder why, Chieftain. I wonder why.
Allegedly.
When the boss adds you as a friend on LinkedIn after you work on their stuff, you know you did a good job.
That's what I'm saying.
That's pretty
and
cool.
Soda gives you a compliment. You did it.
Yeah, Soda doesn't
That's
get
also
compliments.
true.
Like, ask any of his students. Like, he never gives compliments.
So that said, their latest debacle is, drum roll if you please.
Oh shoot, I hate it when you.
I'm not gonna make you do that. Screw it. So
I got it.
Okay, you got it.
No.
There you go.
Still haven't heard. Okay.
Okay.
So
the stream heard it.
Okay. The latest debacle for Nintendo is their online. Shocker. Their online.
Is that the pink one in the stink?
Uh-oh. So the online service of Nintendo, while it's had a lot of positive points, it is freaking awesome to be able to go and play their historical titles through their online service for all their retro games, for most of their Super Nintendo games, they're even starting to do N64 games.
So bad.
Yep.
Their online stuff, despite the fact that they have those things, their servers have been awful. You cannot
awful good
play
or awful bad.
Just terrible, bad. So it's not Xbox Online or Xbox Live. It's not PlayStation Online. It is just you go to play your online, like say Smash Brothers. That is like one of their number one titles when it comes to multiplayer because Nintendo is not huge on multiplayer. Shocker there. They just it's their servers cannot handle the load of their player base. They just don't have the power for it, and they're starting to because they've been expanding their online functionality.
Who's muted?
Get
It
muted.
it would have to be me because Chieftain redeemed it himself. You get your segment, damn it. Let me get mine.
Get muted, bitch.
Oh.
Get muted,
Oh.
bitch. I'll slap the shit out of you.
Okay, go ahead. Bring it on, bitch.
I think his beard will protect him. It's like +5 armor.
Damn.
Bitches be thirsty.
Hold it. Well, ultimately,
Bitches be
their
thirsty.
online's just been awful as far as playing like their multiplayer, just anything multiplayer. They've got things like Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, and a number of other titles like Mario Party that have been really huge in the multiplayer realm, but they just can't do it online because their online service is that bad. And now they're wanting their player base to pay more per year. It's only $20 a year now, but they want more per year because they're doing this online thing and they see it as a way to make money, but they're not providing enough support for it. Go.
Oni, yes, go ahead.
Maybe I'm just a heathen, but maybe that office in Toronto could have been turned into a place for servers. Had they not shut down? I'm just saying. What do I know?
Yeah. Oh, well, we did just talk about the fresh news where they closed down 2 offices, one in Redwood City and the other in Toronto, which is what Oni is talking about. But I don't have any context for that. That needs research. Why?
Oh yeah, we know that just came out, but all I can think of is instead of solving the problem, you're gonna try to milk your customer base for all they're worth.
Of course.
This won't go horribly wrong at all.
I mean, as much as I love Nintendo, this is a criticism. Fix your shit.
Yeah. Dr. Mario, that shit, dude.
But that was the news piece that I was opting for on Nintendo. I also have a first-hand review for Metroid Dread.
All right, so this will be our final subject of the night. So, Metroid Dread, here we go.
Uh-oh.
So the last time we spoke about Metroid Dread, we'll go ahead and speed run this topic. The last time we talked about it, the game's journalists were crying about how challenging and how much it was like the predecessors of Metroid and the original 2D scrollers of Metroid, the Metroidvania, if you will, because that's where that came from. They were crying about how hard the game was. First of all, I will preface this with Metroid has never been forgiving to those who do not get good. Metroid was Metroid was the original Dark Souls.
Minus Battletoads. But Battletoads just went off to a dickish level.
Yeah, they did. But what I will say is Metroid Dread is challenging.
It's hard.
There
Like
are...
me. Oh, wait.
Damn. It is difficult. I will say that. I am not a... I'm not an elitist when it comes to gaming. I don't go immediately for the hard difficulties of any game I play. I generally stick to the normal, traditional difficulty.
I stick with the meme that says you don't have to play hard to have fun.
Now,
Wait, what are we talking about again? Gaming. Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah. So, that being said, there are parts of this game, there are whole segments of this game where you cannot fight back. Your only option is to run and escape, and if you get caught,
you're dead.
It's counter or die, and the counter timing window is split seconds.
Biden's America.
and the countering of your opponent at this point, and actually, since we're playing the trailer here, this giant robot that Samus sees when in this opening sequence, this robot, this is what's chasing your ass. And there's 8 of them in this game in all, and they're in these certain sections of the game. And when I say sections, I mean like you've got about 4 rooms width and several rooms high, and they will wander around these rooms, all of them. You cannot fight them, and even when you counter them, it only stuns them for about 20 seconds. So you need to get away, and get away fast.
I'm guessing they have a very long stride.
They will catch up to you. They can keep pace with you. There's actually one of them that specializes, and I'm not going to spoil anything why, but there's one of them that specializes in speed. So no matter how fast you're running, it will catch you eventually. And the only way to elude it is to use a combination of slides and jumps over certain obstacles to put distance between you and your opponent. So it is that whole sequence is challenging. And when it comes to encountering these things, they appear in different places depending on where you are in progression. So as soon as you enter their zone of patrol, sometimes they'll be right there, either waiting for you or very close by. So you gain different abilities to elude them, hide, for example, or speed, which it's very difficult in certain points because whenever you go through water, it slows you down. Things like that. Or you come to certain areas where you need to be very precise with your maneuverability. As with any Metroid game, you gain a series of upgrades through exploration, and you need to perfect the upgrades. There was one sequence where there's actually, in any Metroid game, there is a this thing called progression breaking, I think it's called, where you gain certain upgrades before the developers intended you to. And I found that, and it wasn't always a challenging trick to pull off. I spent an hour perfecting my slide wall jump, my sliding wall jump to accomplish this progression break. Like an hour of it, and I had to do it in 2 spots precisely, or I would die. And it took another hour to get both segments right. So I spent 2 hours to do this. Like, that's how much challenge is in this game. I will give this game easily, and it's not just because I'm a shill for Nintendo, and not just because I'm like a sap for Metroid games. I will give this game easily a 10 out of 10. I'm literally probably about 30% of the way through this game.
Well then, okay.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Finally.
And this guy is
It's like a Gordon Ramsay game. Finally, some good fucking games.
I'll show Samus around my Zero suit.
There you go. Also, this guy is a fucking dick. I hate that guy.
I like him already.
Yeah, Joe's chieftain's into that.
He is also
The reveal is me underneath the suit.
This guy is also like he is very important to overall Metroid lore.
I like where this is going.
Me too.
Like when I got to the point where it was revealed who this guy was, I was just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. There's no way that 30 years of lore is wrapped up in this dude.
Oh, wow. They did go full.
That's amazing. 30 years.
They went balls deep in the lore. I can dig it though.
I wonder why.
Oh, thank you,
His
Mr.
attention
Beast.
to the lore.
Go hard. I like boobies.
What?
Y'all.
Hand. Yes, that is your hand.
Yes, it does, sir. Yes, it does. It's very important in this game. It's like literally the whole basis of this game. At the halfway point of this game, that part of the plot is not wrapped up yet.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
By the way, spoiler, this is Chieftain trying to figure out a 2D game.
Totally. I like side scrollers.
Like Contra.
Contra.
Contrary to
Double
popular
Dragon.
belief.
Oh, hell yes.
Double Dragon. Good
Double
game.
Dragon's fucking best, man. The 4-player X-Men using Nightcrawler.
Yes, finally.
Oh, I remember
love
that.
Let's get that game.
Best character for that game. There is actually a white Vision in that game. I didn't know that. The comic.
I don't think you can say that, dude.
Yeah,
I know, right?
He technically has no pigment, so.
What happened? So basically, this is after he got. This is after he got wiped and reset, and so he fell out of love with Wanda.
Yeah, factory reset. Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, factory reset. Yeah, very sad. Like freaking 10 years of lore lost when White Vision was revealed.
Right.
More like 10 years of love was lost.
Oh, that too.
She's in love with an android. It's kind of like a dude being in love with like a real doll. It's like the same fucking
What's
thing.
wrong with that? I don't.
Well, no, he was an AI who had developed sentience, and that was the difference. Is he had developed sentience, and he started
Because of the
wanting
Mind Stone.
Yeah.
he wanted to be more human, and he fell in love with Wanda. And then
After trying to kill everybody.
Well, Vision wasn't the one trying to kill everybody. That was Ultron. Vision was just a fragment of Ultron.
Oh,
Come on now.
You know what I mean.
In the what if, which is not canon. Let me switch over this fucking commercial. Damn it.
Make professional products. Call Chieftain or Soda.
We
will make it for you at a decent price.
That's right. The first revision is free.
No. I'm just
No.
kidding. Yes. Always.
But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, in the what if, like I'm not sure if you guys saw those memes on Facebook where Vision actually faces Thanos, and he faces him face to face, and then like he just slices the motherfucker in half, then cuts off his hand, takes the Mind Stones, and attaches them to his body, and Ultron takes over, and then takes over the fucking world. So if just a fragment of Ultron's in there, basically they're saying the whole world is fucked. But if that's the case, I've been watching this guy on TikTok who knows a lot about Marvel and comics. Doom would kill him. 'Cause apparently Doom's the most powerful motherfucker in the whole Marvel universe. So
doesn't really surprise me though.
But yeah, they made him like crazy
He is
fucking
genius.
OP.
He is
There's too many Marvel characters that people don't know about who are actually a lot more powerful than the main.
Oh yeah, like there's
Yeah.
so many Marvel characters that are literally reality breaking in
Yeah,
when
there's-
it comes to lore.
Sentient planets. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
that was what that's what Ego was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And his
He
brother.
was a-
Nova. Nova's another one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
Oh, there's so many times that I've had people ask, like they've heard rumors of I think it was a 6th Infinity Stone, or was it 7th? I can't remember.
The
Which
Soda Stone.
and like I actually researched it. I read several comics when I discovered the source of it, and people asked like, what would why didn't Thanos ever go for this other Infinity Stone? Well, it was called the Ego Stone, and it turns out that the Infinity Stones are fragments of a cosmic entity, a female cosmic entity, by the way, that like was just bored with being able to do anything she wanted, so she just broke herself into, I think it was 6 or 7 components. And this Ego Stone, the lore says that if any of the other Infinity Stones came in contact with the Ego Stone, that she would reform, like call all the parts of herself back together and reform, and everything would just be fucked.
This is worse than Dragon Ball Z.
Ball.
Like at the end of every season, like the motherfucker gets more powerful. It's like, no, there's someone more powerful than that. No, there's someone more powerful than that.
The first time the Infinity Wars happened, it was actually something really, really cool to watch, because it wound up basically being that Thanos was his own worst enemy. And then the Infinity Gauntlet, the Infinity Stones were separated, and I think it was Sentry who was given the gauntlet to protect, not to activate it. So what happens in the second Infinity War? He fucking activates it, because apparently it's too tempting. So someone stops him. Then there was a third Infinity War, because there wasn't enough. People don't... Again, you'd think it's like, hey, maybe we should stop putting mortals in charges. Maybe we should just destroy it.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe it's too powerful to exist.
So here's
It's a marketing thing in my opinion, because the first time it was like, sold so well, let's do it again. It's like the
5
ultimate.
hours later.
basically.
That's what they do. It's like, oh, let's recycle it.
So here's the crazy thing with
Go
the
ahead,
MCU
Oni,
versus.
were you finished?
Pretty much.
Okay.
So here's the thing with the Infinity Wars. Well, the first time it happened, when Thanos started it in the comics, this is why I get frustrated with how much cinematography deviates from original lore. But at the same time, I enjoyed what they did with it. I think they gave Thanos a better reason for this, something more tangible to see on screen for executing the Infinity War. In the comics, Thanos started the Infinity War because he wanted to marry the aspect of death. He was in love with death herself. Yes, herself.
Yeah,
So-
and then
Yeah, I know. Deadpool married her.
no,
Well, no, Deadpool never married her.
He
Deadpool
married-
was fascinated with her because he could never die. And she was fascinated with Deadpool because he would never fucking die. And he was crazy.
Deadpool marries the Princess Chikla. Nightcrawler officiated their wedding because Nightcrawler is an ordained priest.
Right.
Also, the comic at the time had the most hand-drawn characters in a 2-page spread, and so made it in the Guinness Book of World Records, fun fact. But yeah, so you can imagine Death was super impressed by Thanos wiping out half of existence. She was so ecstatic. She thought he was awesome.
In other words, she wasn't impressed by him at all, even though he did all this shit to impress her.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
Listen
It's
here,
too
Lady
work.
Death. I have an amazing wang. Like he'll say something crazy like that. He's like, "Come on, you know you want some of the Deadpool."
He actually said that in the game.
Really?
Yes, he said something like that in the game. There was
Well,
a whole the game. I just loved that game. Also, by the way, fun fact: it is the only place where you get to watch Deadpool beat the living fuck out of Logan.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hulk versus Wolverine. Deadpool got a few good shots in.
Probably.
Also
But-
voiced by Nolan North in that as well. Nolan North voiced Deadpool in that. He also voiced Deadpool in the video game. Nolan North also voiced Raphael in TMNT 2007. Yes, I know this.
Wow.
He also was... If I recall, he picks up where Nathan Fillion left off as... Oh, in Destiny, the Destiny series.
You're right, Chaos.
Shit. He owns the gun Ace.
Oh.
Why am I forgetting his name? He also did There Will Be Loot! That character. And when Nathan Fillion didn't come back for the one where, spoiler alert, he dies, Nolan North voiced his character.
Boner alert.
So, in the Deadpool game, there is a sequence where
We're all gonna get laid!
Deadpool shows up at a crash site where the X-Men, the only 4 X-Men I think that appear in the video game, where the X-Men, like, they crashed their jet somehow.
The X-Wing.
I like where this is going.
Yes, the X-Wing. Well, Wolverine is unconscious on the ground, and of course, Wade walks up and says, "No! Wolverine! Logan, my love." And he freaking mounts him and says, "I've always wanted to do this." And he sits there and he beats the crap out of Wolverine by smacking him across the head a few times to try and wake him up. And you have control of Deadpool during this sequence. There is a legit achievement if you sit there beating the shit out of Logan over 150 times, I think it is.
I like where this is going.
Me too.
No, that game was an utter meme. That game knew their audience. They knew their market. They just...
It was... I loved the game. The game had a great story to it, too.
And it had cable. It had cable.
Yes, it did. And Deadpool steals his guns. That you know that sequence that Keith puts in the videos whenever one of us are talking too long?
Yeah.
Where Deadpool blows his own brains out? That's the scene from the game where Cable is lecturing Deadpool and Deadpool's like, "Please make it stop."
Yeah, I remember.
And Cable goes, "Damn it, Deadpool."
Damn it, Wade.
It's damn it, Wade.
If there's like a long pause, there's the crickets going on that you can't hear probably.
Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't.
I don't understand what the dealio is with that. But I did find this sound effect.
Warning. The following show contains mature content of a graphic nature, including language and violent video gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
Did you record that yourself?
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
Oh, if you need me to do some voiceovers for the soundboard, I don't mind doing that.
All right, cool. I do them haphazardly, like, oh, I need to throw in crickets. Oh, I need to do the Let's Go Brandon. So I need to find the Let's Go Brandon ones. So like I have 2 different soundboards on my stream deck. One for the live show and one for like game streams, which I never do. But the Let's Go Brandon's on the live. So like but the fucked up part is I can slow it down on the feed on my mixer, but it doesn't lower it in the stream. So I was watching the stream and it was like, "Let's go, Brandon, let's go." And I'm fading out, but on the replay, it doesn't fade out. It plays full blast, and Hero is talking, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" I used the fade on it, and it didn't fucking work. I'm like, "What?"
Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon.
It's not banned on Twitch yet, bitches.
Could be. It is now.
Okay. So let's wrap this up like a condom that's way too tight for us and
Ew.
end this stream. Let's go
Cue the
off like a
music.
palm dress. We're going to be out like a fat kid in dodgeball. So if you're going to redeem those coins, I suggest you do it now, because if you do it before I say this is Chieftain signing off and lagging out, that's it. You lose those coins. That's it.
Gone. We're live.
Gone.
Until next week.
Until next week, yeah. And so, like, I redeemed that 5 minutes of muting a mouth. So next week, we're starting off with 5 minutes of silence. Oh, no. Hero redeemed a room mute a mouth. Oh, no. So now
Hey, that's a bitch, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah? I think mine's just gonna be fucking muted. It's gonna be Oni and soda for the next 3 hours next week.
Oni and soda show.
It's gonna be an hour stream. Like,
So it'll be a good show next week. Oh,
it's actually gonna be. It's true. It's actually gonna be a good show next week. If it's gonna be Oni and soda, you know it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
Just one more time before we go. Someone asked me who you were in Star Wars. Can you just explain it one more time before we go today?
I am an original character. The species is real. The species is canonical. You see a member of the species in the cantina smoking a hookah with curly hair. That was Jericho. Jericho was a bounty hunter. Species being an Anzat. You're essentially Star Wars' version of vampires, where they don't have body heat, they don't have a heartbeat, they feed off of the Force essence from others. They are known to reach adulthood at 100, and Jericho was 1,000 and was doing just fine. So, yeah, definitely the boogeymen of, well, some of the boogeymen of the Star Wars universe. Not nearly the worst, but let's just say you don't want to encounter an Anzat telepath, because that's basically like going on their home turf. So I am my Star Wars character in the D&D campaign I'm in. Well, one of them.
So technically, they can beat a Jedi.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes, because I mean, a Jedi is not infallible, but also two of them were Jedi. There were two Anzati Jedi who both went to the dark side of the Force. One of them, Wolf Karko, asshole, decided because he was like, I've never eaten the Force essence. I'm above that. I'm too good. Well, he decided to eat it once, and then he got addicted. Wow, big shock. So he got
I feel the
imprisoned.
same thing with hot chicks.
He was imprisoned on Kyphex for 1,000 years. And then he was because he was still awake, he used, because Anzati are naturally telepathic, kind of like Twi'leks, but more powerful than Twi'leks, and much more carnivorous. He gathered people near him to break out. He was defeated, he was killed, but then 10 years after him, there was another Jedi who was an Anzati who went to the dark side of the Force to start a group called the Gen Sarai, who kind of like the Polish, kind of just want to be left alone, and they keep getting killed by lots of people. Now, when Grandmaster Luke finds the Gen Sarai later, he does make a truce with them, and they are able to kind of reconcile their differences, because he realizes they're basically two different groups trying to find the same thing. You know, they're trying to find understanding of the Force as the Force and their place in it. So, yes, they can beat Jedi, but also there have been Jedi. Now, whether or not the Jedi Council or Jedi Order will ever allow another Anzat into their ranks, I have no idea. Probably not. They're probably going, look, we're betting 2 for 2 right now. It's not looking good, especially 10 years difference. Let's not. But no. So, it depends. Karko almost won, but the two main Jedi he was facing off against would not be swayed totally to the dark side. So, it depends. Again, it's case-by-case basis.
Gotcha.
Still an awesome costume, though.
Great
Thank you.
job.
Your
It's
costume is awesome.
fucking lot of work. Just ask what the costume was, not the whole fucking lore. But thank you so much.
Sorry. My bad.
But now we know
I
the
like
history. Now we know the history of that particular character, which is pretty important. So
Not really.
it is, because the more you know.
Well, it's not his lore. That was some of the
It's the
species.
race's
from
lore.
Warcraft.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That race in particular. I get it. So.
When I get online, I'm feeling like something's not right.
That's the
Cause the bullets curve like some people unlock that wanted perk, yeah. Aiming my shotgun and choose pure dust, man, this ain't fun, that's how
All right, guys, we're good for another week. We hope you have a safe Halloween weekend.
Totally.
And on behalf of Black Light Oni, that anime character we call Hero, and the only co-host at 60 frames a second, Shoda.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
This is Chieftain, signing off and lagging out.
I'm lagging and I know it. Yo, I just wanna be going ham, getting kill feeds. But when I'm on a streak, lag compensation's always poning me. Yeah, my bandwidth is boss. I even pay extra for BIOS. 18 up and down still got me nervous, cause the game acts like I'm still in service. What? Girl, look at my poor bar. Girl, look at my poor bar. Girl, look at my poor bar. It don't count. Girl, look at my poor bar. Girl, look at my poor bar. Girl, look at my poor bar. I am out when I'm hosting a match. This is what I see. The game's skipping frames like Flipbook COD, and I'm shooting everyone, but the kill cam doesn't show it. Show it, show it, show it. I'm lagging and I know it. Lagging, yeah. Lagging.